Is this how you dare to strike me? Gu Chang'e struck towards Chu Wunyan's palm with one finger. His armor couldn't withstand it and shattered directly. That was the famous protective art of the Xian Chao Great Chu. Under the power of the mid-level Wind King realm, it was so easily broken. Mid-level Wind King realm, truly the demeanor of an immortal. Such power leaves no room for resistance. Sienna was also extremely shocked. Has Gu Chang'e become this powerful? So what if it's mid-level Wind King realm? Transforming into a dragon, a true dragon incarnation of innate talent. Suo Wunyan transformed into a tornado and charged towards Gu Chang'e again. Today, I will defeat you here and prove my Dao heart. Gu Chang'e looked at him like he was a fool. He showed a wicked smile and watched Gu Chang'e stand still. Gu Xian'er wanted to shout in worry, but in the next moment, Gu Chang'e slapped Suo Wunyan with his hand. Indeed, it was a slap, and just like that, Suo Wunyan was knocked face down onto the ground. Just a slap was enough to break Suo Wunyan's true dragon transformation, and the onlookers didn't know how to comment. It seemed they wouldn't be able to contest for the Celestial Palace inheritance position. If not, they would likely end up like Suo Wunyan, with nothing gained in the end. So noisy, is this the way to act? If you're scared like this, how can you bear the responsibility? Why doesn't the master just kill him directly? Suo Wunyan is, after all, a prince of the great Suo dynasty. Killing him would cause some trouble. Today, by striking him, it's not only to intimidate but also to let the elders of the Celestial Palace know that as long as Gu Chang'e is here, no one is qualified to contest for the inheritance position. Gu Chang'e glanced at Gu Xian'er. He ignored her and stepped on Suo Wunyan's head. Xian'er, brother is stepping in to teach him a lesson for you. Are you touched? You don't need to worry about my matters. Ah! Look at my master. Have you forgotten what senior brother once said? You came to the Dao Tian Road, probably to be a disciple of the Grand Elder and to break my record, right? Then Suo Wunyan has some scheming. On the way here, he secretly spread the word that he wanted to challenge the Dao Tian Road, getting the disciples to come, planning to use this opportunity to embarrass you. Such deep schemes. In this case, should he be punished? Gu Xian'er didn't know what to say. Remember, my little sister can only be bullied by me, no one else is allowed. Logically, after Suo Wunyan was rejected by Xian'er, he should have resentment and planned to make a move on the Dao Tian Road, trying to make everyone laugh at her. But in the end, Xian'er acted too forcefully and gave them a heavy blow, inadvertently sparking her brother's desire to challenge him. But with this turn of events, how could he not get involved? I'm sure Xian'er's little head is already dizzy from what he's done. Aren't you here to challenge the Dao Tian Road? My brother is looking forward to your performance. Achieving the same result as mine shouldn't be difficult for you. Do you think I can break your record? Silly little sister, you've seen all the efforts I've put in these years. If I don't believe in you, who else would? It shouldn't have been like this. With just Gu Xian'er, you think you can compare with me? Don't daydream. Does he know everything about my situation these years? He knows where I'm hiding, why hasn't he wiped me out? Does he have a reason for what happened that year? No, that's not acceptable. How can such inhumane actions be explained with just a reason? What are you standing there for? Hey, everyone is waiting for you to challenge the Dao Tian Road. I won't lose to you. It's starting. The crowd below is cheering. With each step, an invisible chain wraps around Gu Xian'er. Are the people from the Gu family really this strong? She walked 10 steps without any obstacles. 15. Suo Wunyan only reached the 14th level back then. She's still going, still walking. The 18th level, that's the record set by the Gu successor back then. I see. The great Dao of the Dao Tian Road and the Dao Kingdom share the same origin. The reason he thinks I can easily break his record is because he already guessed it. He has my Dao bones in him, and last year's record shouldn't have been his limit. Even if I break it now, what will it prove? It's no longer needed. Did you discover the conspiracy? She still looks like she has energy, so why did she stop? What is she thinking? She could have broken the Gu successor's record with one more step and become famous in one move. Why stop? I think you can take a few more steps. No need to worry about me. I don't want to care, but you really disappointed me. I had high expectations, and this is what happened. Who cares about your record? Hey, Gu Chang'e. Don't think you can keep bullying me. Sooner or later, I will defeat you in broad daylight and crush you underfoot. Then just wait for it. Xian Qing Tian, the ancient immortal clan, Yi family. Yi Liuli sat alone, enjoying the sunset. Hee, miss, it's been several months already. Are you still feeling guilty about Yi Chen? Di Shui, what are you talking about? Yi Chen was just an ant with ulterior motives. Why should I feel guilty about him? It's just that ever since I returned from the lower realms, it seems I've lost some memories, but gained others. At this moment, Yi Liuli's brother, Yi Langtian, the heir of the Yi family and the ancient ancestor of the immortal clan, walked over. Little sister, why are you lost in thought? Brother, have you heard any news about the young master of the Changqing Gu family, Gu Chang'e? Changqing Gu family? Why are you bringing up Gu Chang'e? I heard not long ago he went down to the lower realms to search for something, and coincidentally encountered. Why do you keep thinking about him? Did that kid bully you? What are you talking about? He's someone reincarnated with the ancient emperor. You are known as the dual supreme of the younger generation, and I'm just curious. I heard a few days ago, he was flaunting his power in front of the prince of the Great Chu Empire, and his strength has already reached the mid-stage of the king's realm. Brother, you can't take him lightly. Oh. Is that so? Regarding Gu Chang'e, I've indeed heard a lot of news recently. This guy is truly a big threat. The world calls me the reincarnation of the ancient emperor, but with the potential of a true immortal, a former emperor. With time could expand territories, carry out divine mandates, and establish an unparalleled imperial dynasty. But only a true immortal is an immortal existence. The title of the Changqing ancient emperor true immortal already explains a lot. Now, Gu Chang'e has broken through to the mid-stage of the king's realm, while I've just entered the king's realm. The gap between us is not small. The young master Yi Ling is here again. As always, he wants to challenge you. Today, the training ground has gathered quite a few people. Who is Yi Ling? A side branch member dares to provoke repeatedly. Yi Ling is the number one among the younger generation of our clan. According to one of the 3 promises made by the family, he now demands a challenge. This is to reclaim the position of the heir that I obtained after heavily injuring his father back then. Isn't that right? Brother, didn't you already compensate them with a large sum back then? I remember they accepted it. That's right, but this kid seems to have encountered some opportunity recently, his cultivation has risen sharply, and now he's using this condition, claiming that the main branch looks down on the side branch, causing a stir within the clan. On the surface, he sounds righteous, but in reality, he's just using the opportunity to flaunt his power. No matter what his purpose is, the family's promises must be fulfilled. The immortal dynasty of the immortal kingdom will eternally reside in the heavenly immortal city. As time passes, I'm afraid the end of the world has already arrived. Anyway, the universe has been revealed in several places for a long time, and this matter will become the righteous path, pressing down on all the clans. The great sects should also establish true immortal libraries, selecting the most outstanding disciples from various forces to become true immortals, and then the immortal path of the heavenly immortal Tao Palace will appear. My dear husband has been planning this matter for a long time and has entered the heavenly immortal Tao. It must be for this purpose. Back then, the most important treasure of the immortal spirits appeared on the immortal path, shocking the powerful forces, who all came to compete for it. But it disappeared at a critical moment. Now, it can be confirmed that it was Gu Chang'e's doing. My dear husband, I know you have forbidden magic arts, and your true strength must be far beyond what is visible on the surface. In the end, immortal air also fell into your trap, quietly disappearing as you devoured the origin As a pawn, I will tear apart the masks of these people in the world, and I will protect it. If I remember correctly, the heir of the reincarnation ancient heavenly venerable should have appeared during this period. With the power of the ancient symbol of reincarnation in hand, I must seize it. It seems to be Yilang Tian, the residence of the Grand Elder. Gu Chang'e, if you have something to say, just say it. Why beat around the bush with me? There's nothing much with the three kingdoms, just thanking the Grand Elder for teaching my sister. Immortal heir has high talent and is still a young supreme nirvana. Naturally, I will teach her with all my heart. You don't need to come here pretending to be a good person. The Grand Elder's prejudice against me seems quite severe, right? As her brother, I am naturally happy to see immortal heir surpass me one day. Where's the pretending to be a good person that you're talking about? If you truly intend to do this, why did you commit that act of betrayal back then? There are secrets of the Gu family in this matter. I will repay immortal heir's debts. The Grand Elder should just mind his own business. The Grand Elder tossed aside the fishing rod in his hand. I won't involve myself much in your grievances with immortal heir. Is there something else you want to say, or are you just talking nonsense? If immortal heir has already taken the Grand Elder as a master, as her brother, I must come and see. The main reason is that I'm afraid the Grand Elder will be too harsh on immortal heir because of me. Gu Chang'e, are you questioning my methods? Gu Chang'e, stop speaking recklessly. Master has treated me very well, not the way you think. Immortal heir, you are too naive. How could you understand the dangers of this world? Some old men are very cunning. Fine, it's the first time in years that a junior dares to speak to me like this. Although I know you're purposely provoking me, I have to admit you've succeeded. Since you want it this way, I will teach immortal heir properly, so she can easily suppress you in the future. What if you can't do it? If I can't, I will give up the position of Grand Elder. Even if it means letting you become the heir of the Heavenly Palace, I'm fine with it. Kid, I want to see what tricks you have up your sleeve next. Old man, I've been waiting for you to say that. Did Gu Chang'e anger the Grand Elder this time to teach me with sincere intentions? But no, the more the Grand Elder cares for me, the more detrimental it is for him, right? Do you really want to make up for the grievances of these years, or do you have other schemes? Daughter of Luck, Gu Xiener, killing intent fluctuates, the luck value of the Luck Master increases by 800, and the destiny value increases by 400. If the Elder says so, I can rest assured. In the blink of an eye. People have no time, and the task is heavy, so Gu Chang'e will not disturb anymore. Such deep scheming, it seems there's a reason for getting this far. In the future, the peak position in the world will definitely have a place reserved for him. Master, are you alright? Humph, that junior, Gu Chang'e, really infuriates me. You need to work hard on your cultivation and defeat him as soon as possible, turning him into a pighead. Pighead? Master, why does Gu Chang'e use my Dao bone to conceal his demonic nature? Is there some hidden truth behind this? People born with demonic nature may either have a demonic soul by nature or possess demonic energy throughout their lives. Although Gu Chang'e's actions are not to my liking, he has never been discovered. As for why he has demonic nature, it should be a secret he carefully conceals, and I don't know the details. Thank you, Master. I think I already know some things. Everyone knows that demonic nature has a severe impact on humans and is difficult to control. I'm afraid most of Gu Chang'e's actions are influenced by his demonic nature. If it weren't for his demonic nature, I would have accepted him as a disciple long ago. Recently, I've taken some actions regarding Xiener. With her intelligence, she should be able to guess some clues about the truth from back then. The immortal path is about to open, I need to prepare. The remaining destiny points can be exchanged for many useful items, but the most important is the seed of this world. After fusing the seed, a parallel world will evolve. Combined with my talent, the seed might have unexpected effects. Just like how I am the master of fortune here. System, if I simulate here, will it consume destiny points? Destiny points have an omnipotent property. As long as there are enough, of course, I can refine anything. Just as expected. Up. After Gu Changa's shout, the ground seemed to crack open. A series of pavilions. They emerged from underground, forming an incredibly magnificent scene. The feeling of being able to control everything at will is indeed addictive. Now everything is ready, all that's left is a breeze. But, the disclosed date is probably only known by my reborn fiancée. If she wants to take revenge, she definitely cannot miss this opportunity. The Black Stone Ancient City. Look, that's the Divine Emperor. Truly beautiful. Riding on the Divine Emperor as her mount. This identity should belong to some princess. You brat, don't just stare at the woman who can't move, don't forget the important matter in front of us. There is something in the Tao Heaven Immortal Palace that you must obtain. Just taking a glance won't kill you. It's not far from Tao Heaven, and it won't take too much time. Such a beauty is indeed a fleeting glimpse in a dream, I wonder if she's already engaged. Black Stone Ancient City, based on memories from my past life, it was here that Yi Ling, the successor of the reincarnation Celestial Venerable, first made a name for himself. Yi Langtian of the Taigu Immortal Clan also suffered a great loss in front of his determined resistance. Later, he was even defeated and lost his position as the successor. This person became famous overnight and, due to his close relationships with many friends in the ancient clan, his reputation even surpassed Gu Changa's for a time. But even though it wasn't much, his cultivation was only at the Wind Marquee realm, which was the perfect time to seize the reincarnation ancient talisman. To enter and exit the Black Stone Ancient City, you must pass through here. I must obtain the reincarnation ancient talisman. That night. Why do I suddenly feel uneasy? Hey, brother, can you feel it? Normally, you're very bold when dealing with celestial beauties, right? Why have you suddenly become so cautious? My intuition is always. Before he could finish his sentence, a massive formation appeared above his head. A huge thunder pillar struck directly towards the ground. The earth and rocks were severely destroyed. But he remained completely unharmed. However, he was surrounded by 4 strangers. Saint Realm cultivators, who are you? No grudges, no enmity, why attack me suddenly? No crime within 7 steps, holding a precious gem brings guilt. It's the girl who was riding the Divine Phoenix this afternoon. Sorry, I need to borrow the reincarnation talisman in your hand to accomplish something important. How do you know about the ancient talisman reincarnation? I shouldn't have leaked it. You don't need to know. I'm not planning to discuss it with you. Brat, if you want to live, hurry up and use that move. It's the only option. The 4 elders all raised their palms toward Yi Ling. But the ancient talisman flashed again. He transformed into a very strange tornado, emitting the aura of the Saint Realm. Quick, protect the word Emperor. Is this the power he controls? It's drained so much of my energy. It took all my strength to refine 90%, but I didn't expect to end up with nothing. Stupid woman, you'll have to pay for your recklessness. I didn't expect Yu Ming didn't hide a talisman behind her. Fortunately, he noticed it in time and hurriedly retreated. Otherwise, he would have been swallowed by that huge fire pillar. This aura truly belongs to a great Saint Realm cultivator. While the support from the Jade Talisman is still being transmitted, hurry up. Ye's mother misses you. Today, Yi Mu survived a great calamity, but in the future, she will definitely steal your soul and turn you into a slave girl to take revenge. No wonder Yi Ling managed to escape Gu Changa's grasp in the past life. Turns out I underestimated his trump card. This time, I failed to accomplish my goal, and it will be even harder next time. My subordinate was slow in protecting you, please forgive me, word Emperor. Thank you for saving me, senior. May I ask which great master you are? Princess Ming Huang, young Master Gu. Instructed Flame Lady to tell her. If she doesn't go to meet him, he will come personally to take her away. There is now a woman at Gu Changa's side who is at the Great Saint Realm. Why wasn't she here in the previous life? The Wan Dao feast in Chaotian K is about to take place. The young master doesn't want her to delay too long. As soon as I arrived in Wuliang, he noticed me and even sent a great back realm cultivator to report. As someone reborn, I should have the upper hand, but not only has the ancient talisman not returned, but my movements are also clearly grasped by Gu Chang'e. Ever since he returned from the lower realm, why are there so many more variables? It seems like every step I take is within his calculations. Looks like I need to investigate his intentions. Dao Tian Ancient City, Chao Tian K. The Immortal Road Dao Tian Immortal Palace is about to open, and those old fellows are still busy organizing the Wan Dao feast and investigating the momentum of various factions. Although the manager of the Dao Tian Immortal Palace has been on the Immortal Road for 10,000 years, the opportunities within remain countless. This time, they released the news that an immortal spirit was born. Facing absolute benefits, in order to avoid becoming the target of everyone's attacks, even the heavenly Dao Immortal Palace must remain low-key in front of emerging forces. But now, among the 5 true heirs of the Immortal Palace, some are injured, some are in closed-door meditation, some can appear. But who remains? If it really comes down to a fight between young people, I can still bring some powerful items to the Immortal Road. I believe the Grand Elder will consider it, at least during this period. The old man won't be too focused on me. At this moment, Flame Princess also returned. Has the news arrived? Yes, when Flame Princess encountered Princess Ming Huang, she was leading 4 Saint Realm cultivators to encircle a very strange young man. It seemed like she wanted to take something from him. Did she succeed? Not yet. That young man seemed to have used some secret technique to suddenly unleash the power of a great Saint Realm cultivator, resisting the 4 Saint Realm cultivators while also seeming to retaliate. Fortunately, I arrived in time and immediately withdrew. Flame Princess, worried that the young master's plan would be ruined, did not pursue. It seems MANHWA is relying on memories from her past life to fight for treasures. I didn't expect that. The young man had something MANHWA had never coveted and also had the means to escape the encirclement of 4 Saint Realm cultivators. That strange young man really has a familiar taste, a familiar method. Checking, the Son of Destiny has just appeared in the mission Survival Avoidance. Don't stir the grass and alert the snake, it's best if you don't appear again. Yes, young master. The system has identified the Son of Destiny, and it's certain this person is related to me, but the system has not directly issued a mission. It's good that the Son of Destiny still seems distant from me. The Wan Dao feast is about to be held, so I have time to meet my old acquaintances and gather information on the Son of Destiny. This time, the sect sent us to participate in the Wan Dao feast, and 50% will participate in the Immortal Road. Normally, disciples who aren't from Dao Tian Immortal Palace wouldn't have this opportunity. If only it were simpler. The Immortal Road you're talking about is said to be an ancient continent, full of opportunities that everyone wants to monopolize. Dao Tian Immortal Palace is being so generous this time. Apart from the pressure from our faction, who knows what they are truly plotting. Speaking of Dao Tian Immortal Palace, one cannot avoid mentioning Gu Chang'e. If he is involved, it will be impossible for other young people to compete for the opportunities. Nonsense, claiming opportunities is like killing parents. Doesn't Gu Chang'e want to monopolize everything? As long as we join forces, even if he's an elephant, he won't escape the tearing of a swarm of ants. Such big words, didn't you just consider yourself an ant? I heard recently that Gu Chang'e and the Grand Elder are not on good terms, which enraged the Grand Elder. It seems he can no longer stand at the top of Dao Tian Immortal Palace. Suddenly, a person flew from the sky. It's the heir of the ancient immortal tribe, known as the reincarnation of the ancient emperor. Yi Lang Tian, did my brother say Gu Chang'e would come here? Don't worry, Brother Gu is the host of Dao Tian Immortal Palace. Wouldn't he come? Haha, Yi Lang Tian, aren't you ashamed to come here? I heard that a few days ago you suffered a great loss under a fellow disciple, and recently you've only been able to draw. Is that true, young master of the White Tiger Vajra clan? Bai Lai. Ha ha ha, I hope you won't be embarrassed when I say this. Although Yi Langtian is also a brother and fellow disciple, I know his strength, what's there to be proud of? Suddenly, Yi Liuli's eyes turned purple, the young master of the immortal clan is here. What a lively scene. I've long heard of Ye's reputation, and was called a young genius like me. I never expected to run into him here. Brother Gu, you're right on time. I was just saying, as the host, how could you not show up at such an important occasion, Gu Chang'e? Do on me. Miss Liuli, it's been a long time. I've heard that Brother Gu's strength is unfathomable, and seeing you today truly lives up to the rumors. People always compare me to you, but that's too much praise for me. What do you think, Yi? Recently, my brother has indeed been disturbed by a fellow disciple, which affected his state of mind. That Yi Langtian is really too much, using the excuse of seeking justice for his father, leading public opinion to suppress my brother's cultivation and accepting his challenge. It's not like Bai Lai said. Pretending to be a pig to eat a tiger, slapping back in the face. He talks about justice, but in reality, he's just seeking his own benefit. As for Yi Langtian, the signs of the Son of Fate are right in front of us, and this action can be seen as a small scheme. But from what I know of Yi Langtian's situation, the Son of Fate's actions seem a bit hypocritical. After all, he's the other side's flower. Maybe I don't have the right to say that. Liuli, you've said too much. Mission: destroy the Son of Fate's relationship, complete it to gain 1,000 luck points and 5,000 destiny points. Is it him? Junior Sister Duan, is Bai Lai calling you? You didn't respond. If I'm not mistaken, he should be your fiancé, right? Oh no, did I make you uncomfortable here? Is the relationship between Duanmi and Bai Lai like this? I've heard that Gu Chang'e is very domineering in the Immortal Palace, and even many elders dare not offend him. Although Duanmi is also his disciple, she must also be cautious of his methods. Gu Chang'e, don't go too far, stay away from Duanmi. How can Brother Bai say such things? As fellow disciples, do I have any problem caring for her? Stop talking nonsense. Even though you're strong, don't think I'm an easy target. Want to challenge me? Are you seeking death? Brother Gu, please don't make things difficult for Bai Lai. He offended people as soon as he arrived. I hope Brother Gu will let it go for Duanmi's sake and not pursue this matter. She pretends not to know me. Could it be to protect me from being targeted by Gu Chang'e? I didn't expect Duanmi to block Gu Chang'e for Bai Lai. Will they all be killed if this goes on? Anyway, Duanmi is also his fellow disciple. Does he really want to make a move? If Junior Sister Duan has already stepped in to ask, then let's drop this matter. Brother Gu, don't worry, this will definitely never happen again. The Wan Dao feast is about to begin. Are you planning to stay here and not receive the distinguished guests? This bastard Gu Chang'e actually dared to call my woman over. Brother, you're right, Duanmi is coming soon. Before leaving, Duanmi couldn't help but turn around and glance at Bai Yi. Seeing his woman being treated like this, Bai Yi couldn't bear it. Gu Chang'e. Once I break through to the later stage of the Wind King realm, I will definitely get my revenge for today's humiliation. Little did he know, those two foxes couldn't help but laugh as they walked away. Master. Do you know that young people from all over are dining at the Wandao Longevity Feast? Don't you plan on stepping out? It's no longer necessary. Are you wondering why I had you act in a play with me before and then let Bai Lai go? Exactly, it's because Bai Lai offended the master in front of everyone. Even if the master punished him, I believe the White Tiger clan wouldn't dare to say anything. Bai Lai is not a fool, even without what happened earlier, he wouldn't dare to offend me. But today, you protected him, turning him into a cowardly man who only hides behind women's skirts, too stubborn to understand anything. A young supreme who can only endure while watching his fiancée being trampled on. No matter what, he can't swallow this humiliation. He once said that Yi Ling is his good brother. If he could bring his wife back in a short time and rescue his fiancée from the tiger's mouth, and join forces with the one who just displayed talent, everyone would understand Yi Ling more, and he would definitely be the best choice. This is exactly what I wanted. By the way, you should secretly go and see your fiancé. He's probably in a bad mood now, and both the master and I can understand that. Young master, don't be angry. In the Dao Tian Immortal Palace's territory, Gu Chang'e is like a snake. If Dao Tian Immortal Palace loses face over a small matter, they'll lose their qualification to enter the immortal path. That's right, young master. Both the young mistress and Gu Chang'e are disciples of Dao Tian Immortal Palace, and they must have suffered quite a bit. If it weren't for these matters, how would I let him insult me like this? Gu Chang'e, when the time comes, I'll make you taste the bitterness of being insulted. Brother Lai, just then, Duan Weiqing arrived. The bodyguards were also dragged into it. That person named Gu didn't make things difficult for her, did he? Today's matter was Duan's fault. I didn't expect Gu Chang'e to do such a thing and embarrass Brother Lai. It's fine, I understand my sister's struggles. In Dao Tian Immortal Palace, Gu Chang'e holds all the power. I'm already very moved that you stepped up to help me. It's the perfect time during the Wan Dao feast, I can't leave easily. Everyone is worried you might misunderstand, so I secretly came to see you. Duan me, Brother Lai, I'm so scared. Once the immortal path matters are over, I'll leave Dao Tian Immortal Palace. Will you be able to take me with you? Don't worry, when the immortal path opens, I'll team up with Brother Yi to secure the opportunities. When I break through to the mid-stage of the Wind King realm, I'll make Gu Chang'e regret forcing you. I believe in him. By the way, I've been staying in Dao Tian Ancient City recently. If you feel wronged, contact me with this jade talisman. Take it. Remember to protect yourself well. You should head back soon. If Gu Chang'e doesn't see you, he'll definitely make things difficult for you. Brother Lai. Go back now, and remember. Contact me if you feel wronged. Annoying. Brother Yi Ling should also have arrived at Dao Tian Ancient City, right? Go talk to him about old times. That's the Divine Emperor. So these are his exact words, I didn't dare to hide anything from the master. Bai Lai also said you can contact him anytime with this jade talisman. Bai Lai is truly loyal. If I can always know his location with this jade talisman, finding Yi Ling will be much easier. Well done, follow Bai Lai's movements closely. If you find that he meets Yi Ling, tell me immediately. Has the Wu Shuang Immortal Dynasty arrived? Has Emperor Yuming not come? Have they arrived? Is that Princess MANHWA, not from the Wu Shuang Immortal Dynasty? So the person who attacked me that day was Yuming Kong from the Wu Shuang Immortal Dynasty. When the time comes, both old grudges and new ones will be settled. Long time no see, MANHWA, did you come because you missed your husband? You're too sentimental, stop dreaming. Ah, it hurts. Do you know how much I miss you? Is this the reason you had that woman notify me to come here? That woman. Strange, why does the air smell like jealousy? Move aside. Yan Gu is a powerful expert I brought from the extreme realm, and she's also my pursuer. Are you jealous? You're too full of yourself. Now tell me, what's the matter? So boring. Yan Gu told me you failed to capture a man from the fallen Marquis realm, even with 4 Saint realm experts. What did he offend you for? Or should I tell your fiancé? I'll go kill him, pretend I'm angry for you. Help me vent. Someone as cold as Gu Chang'e actually cares about my business. He should still not have realized Yi Ling's special abilities by now, so why does he want to kill Yi Ling? Didn't even ask about the situation, not caring about right or wrong, just going to kill him. Is it important? If you want to kill him, I can do it for you. If I want to kill someone, you'll help me kill them. As expected of Gu Chang'e, to say such terrifying words and then let them disperse like the wind. If he's killing Yi Ling just for me, it shows he's not completely ignoring me after all. The daughter of luck, MANHWA, her luck doesn't change, luck points increased by 800, destiny value increased by 400. What, you want me to hide the reason you're dealing with Yi Ling? Actually, even if she didn't say anything, I would have figured it out. It's nothing major, just that I found the existence of the reincarnation heavenly sovereign's legacy. But when I went to search for it, I found Yi Ling had arrived first. The ancient reincarnation heavenly sovereign, the power of reincarnation. So you're planning to kill and steal the treasure, then? MANHWA is surrounded by question marks. This surprises me. I didn't expect MANHWA to not just be involved in a robbery. I thought someone had offended her, but turns out she had improper intentions for others' opportunities. TSK, so it wasn't like that after all. At first, MANHWA wasn't ashamed at all, but then suddenly felt something was wrong. What right did he have to say that about her? Gu Chang'e, the way you speak makes it sound like you're the good guy. You're ruthless. I'm just being cautious. Don't rush, don't rush. Bitch. This is my business, leave the secret matters to me. How could I let a small fry tarnish my beloved wife? Dao Tian Immortal Palace. Now that the immortal path is opening, it's inevitable. All the major sects are gathering in the ancient city of Dao Tian, allowing their young disciples to enter for training. What do the elders think of this matter? Palace Master, I think we need to discuss this with all parties. After all, there are dangers in the immortal path, and if those disciples get hurt during their training, they'll blame us for not protecting them properly, which will be difficult to explain. Exactly. While the Tiangu continent is full of dangers, the immortal path is even more dangerous. Even if I go in, it's hard to determine the direction. The chances of young people getting hurt during their training are very high. Damn it. If I were to decide life and death, we wouldn't even talk about it, let them handle it themselves. Everyone wants to join in the fun, but when something goes wrong, we're the ones who bear the responsibility. What kind of logic is this? Elder Yen is right. This is a voluntary matter. The Immortal Palace cannot take on this responsibility. We must explain to them first. If they can't accept it, then let them leave. But when many young people gather, conflicts are inevitable. As the host, if Dao Tian Immortal Palace doesn't achieve something, wouldn't it be embarrassing? The 5 personal disciples of the Inner Palace, so Wu Nian's Dao heart has been damaged and has returned to the Heavenly Dynasty. The remaining 3 are in seclusion. As for those transferred disciples, their skills are not impressive, how can we rely on them? This matter. What? What are you looking at me for? A matter concerning the Immortal Palace's reputation, who should handle it? Have you not considered that? Or do you think I am narrow-minded, using public matters for private revenge? No, the Grand Elder is magnanimous, how could he care about the younger generation? But even if we send Gu Chang'e as a personal disciple of the Immortal Palace, it might still lack some audience. Now this is Gu Chang'e's opportunity. Although this kid is determined and hard to control, he has indeed cultivated the Immortal Palace's immortal classics, the Tao of immortality. If I had selfish motives, would I dare to exterminate his family? I think it's reasonable for Gu Chang'e to represent the Immortal Palace and compete with the top young talents. He should be given a title. This position of the heir has been vacant for a long time, it's really time someone should take it. Palace Master need not say more, this old man understands the rules. Forget it, today I'll set aside my dignity and go meet that kid. That's how it will be. At this time, Sienna was sitting in meditation and cultivating. Suddenly, a person walked over. It's none other than Yuming Kong. You are Gu Chang'e's fiancé, Yuming Kong, the emperor of the unparalleled heavenly dynasty. Sienna, you truly have good taste. I heard that you're training with the elders, but I didn't have the time, so I came to see you. Really? Where is Gu Chang'e? Why hasn't he come? He left the Immortal Palace, I wonder what he's doing now. Really? Is this expression because you're disappointed that Gu Chang'e didn't come? That damn guy, I originally planned to break through to the Feng Ho realm and then beat him into a pig's head. Actually, I heard about what he did to my sister last year. Gu Chang'e is not only hateful but also very dangerous. Until you're sure, never conflict with him. But before my sister matures, I will know how to protect you. You say you'll protect me. Thank you for your kindness, but it's not necessary. Aren't you Gu Changa's fiancé? Why would you say that to me? Yu Ming Kong scratched his head, unsure of what to say. It's nothing. Maybe I just want to make up for the guilt and unease in my heart. The bad things Gu Changa has done, I want to help make up for them. Help him make up for it. How much do you have to love someone to say something like that? Regarding Yu Ming Kong's past, I've also dealt with some things in one-sided relationships and paid the price. She can be considered a pitiful person. Gu Changa is truly a terrible guy. This time, after absorbing all the resources collected by Yuanmi, Gu Changa's real cultivation has already broken through to the heavenly god realm. Next, we just need to pay attention to Yi Ling's movements. Right now, Yi Ling is in the open, and Gu Changa is in the dark. It's actually very simple to deal with him. Logically, Yu Ming Kong, as a reborn person, her broad vision should be her greatest advantage. She must know more opportunities than Yi Ling. And she should have a clear understanding of Yi Ling's growth trajectory. I originally wanted to learn more about Yi Ling from her. But after I went out for a while, she disappeared. I wonder who she will come into contact with in the heavenly immortal palace. Could she have gone to find Sienna? Suddenly, a shout was heard. It was the Grand Elder walking over. The Grand Elder actually came personally to my supreme peak. I wonder what's the matter. In the heavenly immortal palace, do I need your permission to go wherever I want? Of course not. But Changa feels a bit tired and plans to rest. If the Grand Elder has nothing urgent, you should go back. You. Grand Elder, Gu Changa's words made the veins on his face bulge. What's wrong with the Grand Elder? Why is he unhappy? By the way, if you're truly unhappy about something, don't think about using Sienna to threaten me. Because I don't play such tricks. Do you think I'm as despicable and shameless as you? Gu Changa, shut up. Two figures flew into the great hall. Gu Changa, what do you want to do? Who dares to shout at me like this? It turns out it's Sienna. Did she plan to take revenge on me after breaking through her cultivation? As expected, Yu Ming Kong went to find Sienna. What is Gu Sienna going to say? But she was stopped by the Grand Elder. Boy, do you remember the bet we made that day? Sienna is not completely powerless in front of you now. Of course, I remember. You bet the position of the successor to the Immortal Palace, saying that Sienna could defeat me. But now, she has just broken through to the Feng Ho realm. Are you eager for me to take this successor position, Grand Elder? Or are you forced to do this? The Grand Elder was silent for a moment, and Gu Changa continued. Is the Grand Elder putting too much importance on this successor position? It seems like you're making it look like I particularly want it. Do you want to be greedy? Could he have anticipated all of this? Don't say it so harshly. How can what we willingly do be called greed? Ha ha ha, I'm willing, you're willing, what a phrase. I've seen shameless people, but I've never seen someone as shameless as you. Today, you've really opened my eyes. Tell me, what do you want in exchange? I advise you, don't go too far. It's simple. Acknowledge my future position as the Palace Master and give a bit more favor to the Grand Elder. But don't worry, Grand Elder, this favor won't put you in a difficult position. Whether it's the future Palace Master position or a favor, both conditions are within my control, so there's no reason to refuse. It seems everything that happened today was this guy's plan. I really underestimated him. Grand Elder, what difference does it make if I agree to your request? As expected, the Grand Elder was straightforward. But for this matter, I still hope the Grand Elder can swear an oath by his Tao heart. This time, not only did the Grand Elder's forehead bulge with veins, but even black mist started to rise from his head. Master will do what he promised. Do you doubt Master? Nonsense. If I didn't doubt, why would I have him swear? Sienna froze for a moment after hearing that. Yu Ming Kong could only shake his head, holding his head. I swear by my Tao heart, if I go back on my word today, I will be struck by the chaotic heavenly thunder, my soul will scatter, my true spirit will vanish, and I will never reincarnate. You've really pissed me off. This is really pissing me off. After the Grand Elder left, only Yu Mingkong and Gu Xianer were left facing Gu Chang'e. At this moment, Gu Chang'e finally revealed his true face. When Yu Mingkong was about to step forward to stop him, Xianer pulled him back. No need. Gu Chang'e, let's end our grudges here today. End our grudges? Even the Grand Elder couldn't do this. Xianer, do you think you have a chance? Don't underestimate others. Whether you can beat me, you'll know once you try. Gu Chang'e only managed to grunt. When Xianer already charged forward and kicked out. But the kick only hit his shadow. Gu Chang'e disappeared without a trace. This move again. Xianer ran outside the door. San Kai Qin Yen sword. This sword pointed directly at Gu Chang'e, who had just appeared outside the door. He looked at her and smiled lightly. A sword chi shot out fiercely. But Gu Chang'e easily pinched it between two fingers. Xianer couldn't believe it, she had been subdued so easily. My foolish little sister. You just broke through to the Fengho realm and want to kill me. It seems you still haven't seen clearly. Yourself. You spend every day trying to kill me, and when I give you a chance, you don't cherish it. Right now, you're nothing but a reckless child. You've really disappointed me. Disappointed? I couldn't beat him, and he suppressed me with his power. He should be happy, so what does this mean? Has Gu Chang'e been encouraging my cultivation just to kill me? Today is just a small punishment for you. If there's a next time, I'll throw you into a pit and suppress you for 3 to 5 years. If you have no ability, go back and cultivate. I don't have time to play your childish revenge games here. You. Stop torturing yourself. Your strength is simply not enough right now. Gu Chang'e, if you're insulting me just so I'll kill you, I'll grant your wish. What do you think? Wait until you have the ability. Before she could finish speaking, a sword aura shot out, forcing Gu Chang'e to turn around. At this moment, the Heavenly Maiden took a defensive stance, and a huge sword appeared above her head. What is this? The aura beyond the Saint Realm? The Tao light of an ancient monster. I can't believe he passed this on to the Heavenly Maiden. I'm afraid that today, I, Gu Chang'e, won't be able to escape. Destruction severing slash. Heavenly Maiden, no. Yu Mingkong hurriedly shouted. But by the time she regained her senses, it was already too late. The sword was about to strike Gu Chang'e's head. As expected, she truly is the daughter of destiny. And indeed has hidden methods. This sword, I'll return it for you. The sword slashed down, dividing the Tao of the immortal realm in two. It took a while to stop. The people below didn't know what had happened, but this overwhelming power could probably only be wielded by the elders of the sect. What exactly do you want to do? This. That's right. This is the fundamental root of your supreme Tao. The Heavenly Maiden didn't expect that, although this person could have resisted a bit, she had already retracted a large amount of spiritual energy. Why didn't he escape? What did he mean by, return the sword? If I hadn't retracted my hand just now, wouldn't he have died here? Have I always misunderstood him? Do you not want to live? Even using a feigned injury strategy, you're too confident. If the Heavenly Maiden hadn't retracted her hand in the end, that sword would have been your dead end. I was just thinking of paying back some of the interest she had borne for me in the past. The two young people stared wide-eyed as they watched Gu Chang'e leave. Do you think this will earn you everyone's sympathy and forgiveness? You're wrong, Gu Chang'e. Even if you die, you should die with dignity. As expected, you have enough hatred. In fact, I look down on you now. The next day, did you hear? The young master of the Changxing Gu family, Gu Chang'e, has been named the successor and master of the palace today. Really? But just yesterday, it seems Gu Chang'e was seriously injured by his sister, the Heavenly Maiden. It's no surprise, that sword almost cut through the Tianqing. The people of the Gu family are truly monstrous. As expected, the top trump card of the Daughter of Luck, this sword actually contains destructive power. But it's also good. If the wound healed too quickly, this scene wouldn't have felt so real. Anyway, in order to make the Heavenly Maiden believe in me completely, I must endure this sword. When you personally dig out this bone, the final reward will come naturally. Still being soft-hearted toward your enemy, you really are a foolish girl. How could you possibly escape from my grasp like this? Yu Mingkong and the Heavenly Maiden came together. It seems like the two of them have discussed something important. Yu Mingkong has experience from her past life. And she should know the Heavenly Maiden's fate. At this moment, it's her style to gather allies to deal with me. Gu Changa. What? Are you concerned about me? Are you alright? This woman really is concerned about me. Ah, it hurts. What's with that look? Act a little more convincingly. This is a pill to help you stimulate destructive power. With the use of spiritual energy, it should take effect in a few days. When did you Mingkong start caring about me? Ah. I probably never felt that way. What are you sighing about? Nothing, anyway, I'm just a heartless person, so not feeling anything is perfectly normal. Right, Gu Wuxin. Your heart must be made of stone. Ah, the path to immortality is about to open. Now, many young talents from various clans have secretly formed alliances. If you want to know something in advance, why not spend some time going down and taking a look around? This resentment is indeed strong, but I can only blame it on being born with a demonic nature. It's too difficult to explain. It seems I need to create an opportunity for her to accidentally discover my real secret. The Heavenly Immortal Palace is truly clever. At this time, they actually promoted young Master Gu to be the successor of the Immortal Palace. Now, who among his peers can rival him? It's not entirely like that. Recently, many people have broken through to the Wind King realm. Gu Changa has also been seriously injured, so I'm afraid many still want to take advantage of the situation. Have you heard about Yi Ling? That person once fought to a draw with the reincarnation of Yi Lang Tian the Ancient Emperor. I heard he also intends to challenge Gu Changa. I wonder when they became enemies. Recently, he's been appearing quite often. What do you think? Do you think he can beat Gu Changa? It's not certain. But in any case, Gu Changa is not someone easy to deal with. Brother Gu, I didn't expect this matter to involve you. It's just a little bug. Brother Yi, why do you care so much? At first, I thought the same. But because I looked down on him, I ended up suffering losses at his hands. Now, somehow, news has spread that he intends to challenge you. If I remember correctly, Yi Ling is just a member of the Yi family's branch. You said that having a draw with someone is considered good luck, so if he challenges me today, the stakes are even higher. Anyway, a person like him isn't a fool. Brother Gu, I've thought about what you said. Yi Ling definitely has a master behind him, maybe he inherited something. Anyway, when I fought him that day, I felt his moves were very strange, and they were able to neutralize many of my divine techniques. It seems my guess is similar to Brother Ye's. Yi Ling is so arrogant, he must have a powerful backing behind him. Do you think so too? Then what do you plan to do? Is he going to expose that Yi Ling has the ancient reincarnation talisman? I've heard that recently, many elite disciples from various sects and families have mysteriously disappeared or had their origins stolen. Does Brother Yi know about this? He wants to divert attention. Just like in his past life, when he framed someone else for the inheritance of demonic arts. Seeing Yu Mingkong, he felt uneasy. Resentful that she had already realized something. What's wrong with Mingkong? Is she feeling unwell? Brother Gu and Princess Mingkong's relationship really makes one envious. Brother Yi, you're joking. Perhaps Mingkong is just thinking about the recent disappearances of disciples from various sects, and is feeling a bit uneasy. It's because of the recent events that have made everyone anxious. Those missing people weren't very strong at first, so no one paid attention. Now that it has suddenly erupted, we realize how many people have disappeared. It really seems like fate. That's right. As for the missing disciples, forget about them. But what's even stranger is that some ancestral tombs have also been robbed. Even the ancient corpses have disappeared. Didn't you notice? The time difference between the disappearances is quite long. Could this be related to the forbidden legacy of a certain sect? What Brother Yi said, is what people often call cultivation taboos. I've heard that those who practice such legacies often devour the original bloodlines or even the lingering souls from corpses to rapidly increase their cultivation. Given the recent events, perhaps this rumor is true. I heard from Brother Gu that Yi Ling has risen recently. It might be related to this matter. I was just waiting for you to ask this. I've already investigated Yi Ling. He was originally from the branch family of the Yi family. With average talent, no background, and no resources. Yet, in a short time, his cultivation has soared and caught up with us. This is indeed strange. I need to report this back to the sect immediately. We'll meet again when the immortal path opens. Brother Yi, I'll send you off. Alright, see you again. Goodbye, Lady Yi. Gu Chang'e, your methods are truly terrifying. What's so terrifying about it? Sooner or later, Yi Ling has to die. It's just easier this way. Besides, Madame Wei is helping her. Let's leave it at that. Ming, let's just casually find a residence to rest today. Yes, young master. What, you're not going back? Of course, I'm going to break through my cultivation and also enjoy a show tonight. Brother Bai, it's good that I have the resources you provided, my cultivation is steadily increasing. Yi Ling is truly grateful. Huh, Brother Yi is too polite. There's no need for thanks between us. I heard that a few days ago, my sister-in-law offended the young master of the Gu family for you. As a disciple of the Heavenly Immortal Palace, to do something like that, it's truly impressive. Of course, the temper of Lady Ruanmi goes without saying. How many women in the world can flatter like she does? Just this matter alone, I don't know how many people she stepped on. Brother Bai is truly blessed. Ha! A woman I fancy can never be bad. Lady Ruanmi sent word that she has time to leave the Heavenly Immortal Palace today. If I have her come here, no one will object, right? Sister-in-law Ruanmi is coming. I've heard that she is graceful, with a beautiful face like the moon. Who could refuse such a thing? Brother, don't worry too much about Gu Chang'e. His cultivation is only half a step ahead of yours. Once you break through to the mid-stage Wind King realm, who in the Sex peer group will be your match? Ha! Brother Yi is right. Gu Chang'e, I see him as nothing more than an empty vessel. Everyone's right. The White Tiger clan's destructive power is indeed invincible. What's so scary about that kid Gu Chang'e? That day, I only endured for the greater good. A true hero does not suffer immediate loss. But when it comes to Gu Chang'e, how could we let him off? A brother's enemy is naturally our enemy as well. Moreover, that woman is his fiancée. The fourth princess of the unmatched heavenly dynasty, Yu Mingkong. Are you eyeing her? Such a beautiful and divine woman, who wouldn't pay attention? I might even consider pursuing her. But she plotted against me for no reason, and I won't let her off easily. And Gu Chang'e happens to be her fiancé, which is perfect for giving him a lesson. At that moment, Ruanmi arrived. Everyone's eyes lit up when they saw the figure of a woman. Sister-in-law, you came just in time. Big brother mentioned you earlier today. It must be Brother Yi, right? That's right. Sister-in-law, please come in and sit down. Let's have a drink together. Come sit here. Everyone present is a hero from different factions, their eyes filled with unfriendly feelings toward Gu Chang'e. Today, meeting Lady Ruanmi, she truly is extraordinary. Sorry to keep you waiting, I was busy with matters at the palace. Brother Gu Chang'e has already been appointed as the successor, and the ceremony will be in a few days. If he hadn't just left today, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet Brother Lai. Gu Changa deserves to die. Brother Lai, I'm fine. Sister-in-law, you must have heard about me challenging Gu Changa. Don't worry, as long as I'm here, no one dares to bully you. I've indeed heard a lot about Brother Yi recently. He challenged the ancient Emperor Yi Langtian before, and now he's challenging Gu Changa. Your courage is truly admirable. Sister-in-law, although Gu Changa is strong, I'm not afraid of him like the others. As expected, Brother Yi is reliable. It's rare to have a chance to drink with sister-in-law. How about we have a drink together? No wonder Big Brother thinks of you every day. Sister-in-law truly is a beauty of the nation. Brother Yi, you flatter me. Sister-in-law is truly straightforward. I'll pour you a drink, sister-in-law. Let's have another drink. At this moment, Huanmi looked at Bai Lai, who seemed a bit uncomfortable. People around them began to notice something was off. It's getting late, and I've drunk too much. I won't disturb Big Brother and sister-in-law. Brother Bai Lai, we'll take our leave. Everyone, take care. Gu Changa, sooner or later, I'll make you taste my power. But it's just a few words, Big Brother is too petty. The door just closed. Bai Lai was about to say something, but Huanmi immediately stopped him. That Yi Lang is not a man of good character, he must be wary of others. Brother Lai, you'd better not trust him too much in the future. Huanmi, why are you saying that? Brother Lai, I'm not trying to sow discord between you two. But ever since I met him, he's been watching me, even glancing at me weirdly when we were toasting earlier. If he doesn't even respect me, what position do you think Yi Lang will place you in? I know, it must have been Brother Lai's mistake in choosing his friends. There were too many people just now. If I had reminded you then, others might have thought I was trying to sow discord between you two. But Huanmi knows that Brother Lai needs help now. I don't mind being a bit wronged. I know Yi Lang's true nature very well. But I didn't expect him to dare target you, he's getting more and more disrespectful of this brother. Don't worry, I won't let him off easily for tonight's incident. It's getting late, so Huanmi is leaving now. Huanmi, it's already very late. Are you going back to the mountain gate? I'm not going back today. There's a small courtyard in the city where I can rest. Huanmi's small courtyard is in the east, 300 miles from here. Miles to the east, is Huanmi giving me a hint? As soon as Huanmi walked out the door, Bai Lai had already sent someone to bring Yi Lang back. Bai Lao, you should go with him. This Yi Lang has many tricks. The fish has bitten the hook. Random task, execution relationship chain completed. Calculating the perfect evaluation result, luck points reward, 1000, destiny, 5000. In addition, the reward has increased by 40%. The so-called brotherhood is actually no match for such alluring beauty. I'll go out for a while. If there's nothing else, just wait for me here. Are you planning to deal with Yi Lang personally? No, Yi Lang, being the heir of the reincarnation ancient talisman, surely has many life-saving treasures. If Gu Changa doesn't want to expose his secrets, he can't kill him. Could it be using Bai Lai? Mocking those under control, truly worthy of Gu Changa. Brother, do you think my elder brother is too petty? I only talked to Huanmi for a few moments, and his face turned so ugly, as if he had eaten shit. Struggling for power and benefits, and you speak of it so naturally. If you're not careful, you'll end up losing badly because of a woman. Have you forgotten what happened last time? I will never let that incident go. Just then. Yi Lang. We will meet again. You came and are already in a hurry to leave, who exactly are you? This person looks weak on the outside, but the strange aura around him makes it hard to breathe. Ming Lao suddenly appeared from behind. He struck towards Yi Lang with a palm. Fortunately, he dodged in time, otherwise, it would have been over. Seeing that the other party was at the God King realm, without saying a word, he immediately turned and fled. What does the young master mean by this? If I knew I couldn't kill this kid, should I go and pressure him instead? Huanmi must be getting impatient. When Bai Lai walked in, he saw Ruanmi waiting, and the wine was already prepared. It seems the master was right, you indeed came. Master? What master? Ruanmi, aren't you waiting for me? Brother Bai, did you not hear correctly? Of course, Ruanmi is waiting for you. Yes, the wine has cooled down. Ruan Qian. Greetings, master. You all. Brother Bai, what are you standing there for? Don't you want to drink with your fiancé? Ruan. Me really, after all, Brother Bai is also your fiancé, and you're letting him stand there. Quickly pour him a drink. Gu Chang'e actually dared to use Ruanmi to plot against me. Master, please grant me the wine. Aren't you going to thank the master? Ruanmi, I ask myself, I've been good to you, so why do you treat me like this? Can't you tell? Besides that rugged face, you're a passionate person. I heard you want to kill me. Now Ruanmi is giving you the chance to meet me alone. You should be thankful, so why are you upset? Gu Chang'e, this was all arranged by you, right? You forced Ruanmi, destroyed my relationship with Yilang, made me let go of all my guards, and come here alone. No matter what your goal is, I won't let you get the upper hand. Clever, but Gu Chang'e, when did I need to use such lowly means to force someone? Stop fantasizing, you are not even worth my little toe compared to the master. How could I possibly have feelings for you? Ruanmi, she. Bai Lai hadn't finished speaking when a barrier suddenly appeared, trapping him inside. Brother Bai. Now that the guards aren't around, let me send you on your way with this cup of wine. Gu Chang'e, you want to kill me? Behind me is the ancient White Tiger Vajra clan. If I don't kill you, should I ask you to stay here and chat all night? As for your background, who I'll settle the score with, that's still uncertain. Do you think I'm an ant that anyone can kill? No more words are needed. Gu Chang'e shouted, throwing away the wine cup. The wine cup shattered, scattering everywhere. It formed countless shards, shooting towards Bai Lai. His defensive layer was broken. How many more things are you hiding? Using the destructive power of the top three in the Vajra original body of Brother Bai, such a waste of talent. You actually look down on me. Bai Lai shouted. Transforming into the white tiger, he charged towards Gu Chang'e with all his might. Above Gu Chang'e's head, demonic spikes suddenly appeared. A storm swept through, the space split open, filled with destructive energy. Bai Lai took the hit. Bai Lai's clothes were torn apart. Gu Chang'e grabbed his neck. Can't you just wait for death? Why resist? I didn't expect you to be in the heavenly god realm. Gu Chang'e, you can't kill me. No matter how much Bai Lai shouted, countless vines emerged from the flower, entangling Bai Lai. One of the vines extended to form a bottle. The bottle absorbed Bai Lai's original Vajra, making him feel the power within him being gradually drained. Bai Lai turned into a corpse and fell down. Gu Chang'e remained in the air, absorbing the power of the white tiger Vajra. Congratulations, Master, you have obtained the original Vajra. Master, how should we deal with Bai Lai's corpse? This corpse cannot be destroyed casually, after all, it still has great use. Just clean up this place. Then, Bai Mi continued sitting in the courtyard. Bai Lai's 3 guards flew in. They asked about Bai Lai's whereabouts. Indeed, Brother Lai came to find me, but he said he would first go to settle scores with Yilang and asked me to wait for him. What happened? So that's the case, I didn't expect the young master to take the initiative to find Yilang. What happened? To be honest, the young master sent this old servant to capture Yilang earlier, but I only found some traces of battle. Perhaps. The young master found him first, and now Yilang is nowhere to be found, and the young master hasn't found him either. Has Brother Lai also disappeared? But Brother Lai, as the young master of the White Tiger clan, has many magic tools on him, so he shouldn't be in any danger. That guy Yilang uses strange methods, and I'm afraid the young master might have suffered at his hands. If there were any accidents, we would have seen them by now. That Yilang is no good, and if something happens to the young master, we will make him pay. The young master's safety is still uncertain, so we won't disturb you. If you find Brother Lai, please have him contact me. I'm very worried about him. Don't worry, Tian NV, this old servant will pass the message to the young master when the time comes. As expected, the master is incredibly perceptive, every action of everyone has been calculated. When they see Bai Lai, all that remains is a corpse. Yu Ming is still waiting for Gu Chang'e to return. Mingbu, are you still waiting for your fiancé? You smell like a fox demon. Where have you been? Fox demon. It seems Mingbu doesn't quite understand the scent on me. Although I didn't do anything to make her jealous tonight, she has already reminded me that my relationship with that woman cannot be exposed. You don't need to investigate me, I won't reveal anything. As expected, Mingbu doesn't understand me. Gu Chang'e, even if this woman is just your pawn, I won't allow you to have other women. Before the revenge for my past life is avenged. White Tiger Clan, who dares to kill my son? I will tear him into pieces. According to the bloodline guidance of the young master Bai Lai, he should be in this cave. Quickly break the restriction, let's go in. Is this a dungeon? How can there be so many corpses? So many people from the upper realm have gone missing, could it be that Yi Lang's leaked information is true? Bai Lao, is this the young master's corpse? His essence and original power have been completely devoured. Young master, this matter has gone beyond our control, we must report it to the clan immediately. The situation is very serious. The successor of the demonic arts, Yi Lang, designed to kill my young master and devour his essence. This enmity cannot be forgiven. Old Turtle, do you find the recent events strange? Why do I feel like someone is clearly manipulating everything behind the scenes? Also, that man from last night, who assassinated my people. Is he related to him? I don't remember ever offending him. Could it be Gu Chang'e? If he wanted to kill me, why use so many methods? No matter what, I must tell Brother Bai Lai and have him prepare. At this moment, a voice came from the sky. From now on, our White Tiger Vajra clan will mobilize the entire clan to hunt down Yi Lang, who killed young master Bai Lai. This person is extremely vicious, insidious, narrow-minded, and immoral. If anyone catches him or provides information, our clan will treat them as a distinguished guest and be eternally grateful. Brother Lai is dead, how could it be that I killed him? Someone must be framing me. Old Turtle, I'm wronged, do you know? Saying these things now is useless. Even if I can prove to you. Even if you can prove to me that I didn't kill Bai Lai, it's another matter whether they believe it or not. If I, as the successor of ancient Tianzuan, am discovered to have been reincarnated, they won't spare me. I absolutely cannot be captured by the White Tiger clan now. What a ruthless scheme. Just one step, and I've fallen into a dilemma. It must be that guy from last night scheming against me. Now he is in the shadows while I am exposed. The most important thing right now is to hide first, using the power of reincarnation to conceal my essence. Ordinary people will never detect it. You have no choice but to do the same. A few days later. Today, our Tao Heavenly Immortal Palace will officially appoint the successor of our ancestral master in the Celestial Registry of the Upper Longevity Heaven, bestowing the title upon true inheritor disciple Gu Chang'e as the successor of this generation. Disciple Gu Chang'e pays respects to all elders and the palace master. Now that Chang'e has become the official successor of our Tao Heavenly Immortal Palace, he may personally guide his junior brothers and sisters. With him here, the immortal path will open, and we can rest assured. Palace Master, rest assured. As long as Gu Chang'e is here, no one will dare to bully our immortal palace disciples. Well said. Attend to him, bestow upon our successor a pair of divine phoenix-winged immortal gold halberds. These weapons were once wielded by an ancient ancestor of our Tao Heavenly Immortal Palace. Their divine might needs no elaboration. Once infused with spiritual energy, even saint-level experts cannot approach. However, you will not be able to use them until you reach the divine realm. I never expected it to be the phoenix-winged immortal gold halberds. I wonder if any senior brothers or heroes present would like to exchange some pointers. So impressive. True inheritor Gu truly lives up to his legendary true immortal aptitude. Looks like that slash from before has long since healed. It seems no one wishes to make a move. In that case, I shall humbly accept the successor's position. Is that all? Shouldn't I be given a chance to challenge him? Otherwise, they'll use this as an excuse to mock me later. What are you saying? Senior brother Gu is an unparalleled genius. This successor position belongs to him, without question. We accept it wholeheartedly. Why is he ignoring me? I haven't even had the chance to properly defeat him, yet he acts as if he doesn't know me, just leaving me behind like I'm nothing. Have all my efforts, my years of relentless training, and my long-harbored resentment, all been resolved with just one slash? Why does he act so superior, treating me like a stranger, as if I am not even worthy of being his enemy? Huh? What's wrong, Sienna? Just as I was about to speak, the person beside me congratulated first, brother Gu. Brother Gu truly is a role model for future generations. Meeting you today has been a great surprise. You flatter me, Dao brother. I wonder, brother Gu, what are your thoughts on the recent uproar about the successor of the demonic art? The Vermilion Bird Clan, Qi Ling. Everyone knows about the successor of the demonic art, so why does Qi Ling's celestial maiden ask this? Does brother Gu not think that this time, the exposure of the demonic art successor has too many inconsistencies? Since ancient times, whenever they appeared, they shook the heavens, forcing all major sects to unite in a crusade. Their strength is unimaginable to ordinary people. What kind of gaze is that? This time, the inheritor of the demonic arts is also Yi Ling. It is said that his strength has not yet reached the King Sealing realm. Then how was he able to kill Bai Lai, who had many techniques at his disposal? Right, if that Yi Ling has yet to reach the King Sealing realm, how did he kill brother Bai Lai? There are too many doubts here. I once fought Yi Ling and broke his spiritual energy. It was indeed strange. Moreover, he clearly lacks resources, yet his cultivation is advancing rapidly. More importantly, many talented disciples from various factions have recently gone missing, and Bai Lai's corpse was found in the dungeon of the demonic arts inheritor. These matters inevitably make one associate them with Yi Ling. Since Yi Ling belongs to my Yi family, if he truly committed these deeds, our Yi family would also bear responsibility and would not be able to shirk it. But all of this is just speculation. We cannot wrong an innocent person because of it. Innocent? Was Bai Lai, the young master of the White Tiger clan, innocent? Were those young geniuses from various factions who died so tragically innocent? I heard that Yi Ling once trained in a certain secret realm, and the Scarlet Spirit Celestial Maiden was there as well. Could it be that because you know him, you keep defending him and refuse to expose him to the public? Scarlet Spirit was speechless. I see. So the Scarlet Spirit Celestial Maiden knew Yi Ling beforehand. I had no idea. It seems I must add another piece to my chessboard. So the Scarlet Spirit Celestial Maiden and Yi Ling are acquainted? A little scared, hesitant to answer. Perhaps the Scarlet Spirit Celestial Maiden is merely pursuing fairness. I think we shouldn't rush to conclusions on this matter. If we wrongly accuse an innocent person and all cultivators go after Yi Ling while letting the real inheritor of the demonic arts escape, that would be a disaster. But brother Gu, the inheritor of the demonic arts brings calamity to the world. This matter must be handled with caution. We cannot act arbitrarily. Brother Gu's words are not without reason. In that case, let's return to gather more evidence and discuss this matter fairly. As expected of brother Gu, he is truly a blessing to the righteous path. Brother Gu, then we shall take our leave. Farewell, everyone. No matter what, Yi Ling is destined to bear the crime of being the inheritor of the demonic arts. During this time, it's the perfect opportunity for me to gather resources and improve my cultivation. The immortal path is about to open. The ancient corpses within, even the ancient celestial corpses, are rare opportunities for me, not to mention the heavenly spirits that are about to appear in this world. Just now, many thanks to Brother Changa for resolving the situation. I have just arrived here. I wonder if Brother Changa could show me around the Tao Heaven Immortal Palace. Since the Scarlet Spirit Celestial Maiden has asked, I would be honored. Come, let's talk as we walk. Hearing Brother Changa's words today, could it be that you have some understanding of the inheritance of the demonic arts? I do have some understanding, but only from glimpses of remnants left from ancient times. After all, the inheritor of the demonic arts is widely known. Explaining a little in advance is only my duty. Is that so? It seems Brother Changa is truly kind-hearted. I wouldn't say kind-hearted, I only hope that all living beings in this world no longer suffer as if caught between fire and water. Although Brother Bai Lai and I had some grievances, he was still a bold and heroic figure. Seeing him meet such an end, I can't help but feel regret. Brother Changa is truly righteous, Scarlet Spirit is deeply impressed. You flatter me, Scarlet Spirit Celestial Maiden. In fact, at first, I also suspected Yi Ling was the inheritor of the demonic arts. But thinking carefully, if he truly were, why would he act so brazenly and challenge me openly? To be honest, Yi Ling's behavior is indeed as Brother Changa described. That is why I believe he is not the inheritor of the demonic arts. But with Brother Changa's help in clearing Yi Ling's suspicion, proving that he is not the heir of the demonic arts shouldn't be too difficult. By then, maybe we could all become friends. Oh. Is that so? That's right. With Brother Changa being so warm-hearted, anyone could become your friend. You're quite the sharp little girl, trying to pull me into Yi Ling's side with just a few words. If you need someone to clear Yi Ling's name, then I'm the perfect candidate. What can I say? I'm just a warm-hearted man with a righteous spirit, always eager to help others. Brother Changa. By the way, since the Scarlet Spirit Fairy trusts Yi Ling so much, she must know his whereabouts, right? I don't know, but I can find a way to contact him. That's good. Actually, I was wondering, if Yi Ling isn't the heir of the demonic arts, could it be the Yi clan's young master, Yi Langtian? Oh. So it's Brother Yi. Then why doesn't the Scarlet Spirit Fairy suspect me as the heir of the demonic arts? Brother Changa, with your noble status and limitless future, how could you possibly be tainted by demonic arts? But Yi Langtian is another story. After all, he was once considered an ancient emperor, but now the gap between you two keeps growing. If he was consumed by jealousy and corrupted by the demonic arts, it wouldn't be impossible. It's a long story, but I need to be even more cautious now. The heir of the Vermilion Bird clan. Ming Kong, Brother Changa. This is Ming Kong, with the title of Emperor. Lately, she's always been mad at me, so that's why she has this expression. Don't mind it. Then I should visit another day instead. If Brother Changa's fiancé has any misunderstandings, that would be troublesome. Then I'll take my leave. Yi Ling, I've done everything I could for you. In the coming days, make sure you don't get caught. Little girl, you're still too inexperienced to falsely accuse people and sow discord. Why is Ming Kong still angry even now? Unless you tell me who that vixen is, don't even think about touching me. What you should know, I will tell you. What you shouldn't know, don't bother asking. But speaking of which, after so many days, Ming Kong still hasn't suspected her husband. Suspect you of what? You're so smart, you should know. I pretend to be oblivious on the surface, but in reality, I've already realized that I know too much. Are you thinking of making a move against me? Ming Kong, I'm really growing more and more fond of you. Beautiful, understanding, truly the perfect ideal wife. The perfect ideal wife, Gu Changa. What exactly are you trying to say? You actually know it too, don't you? Yi Ling is not the heir of the demonic arts at all. His true identity is the successor of the ancient Samsara talisman. That's right, I also know. In truth, you are the real heir of the demonic arts. So now you plan to silence me. The day has finally come. Ha ha ha. See? Wouldn't it have been better to just confess earlier? Why put on such a tiring act? The matter of the Demon Lord is of great importance. If it gets exposed, I will be doomed beyond redemption. Killing you is the only way to eliminate the risk completely. Then why haven't you acted yet? What are you waiting for? Could it be that you think that tracking rune will protect you, Mingkong? Before she could fully process Gu Changa's words, he had already rushed forward and grabbed her hand. Looking at him before her, Mingkong couldn't help but recall the scene of her being killed by him in her past life. A second chance at life. In the end, nothing could be changed. Just as she decided to give everything up, Gu Changa pulled her into his arms and apologized, saying he had hidden it for too long. He said he was afraid that revealing the truth would implicate her. But now that she had brought it up, he could finally let go of the burden in his heart. What was going through Yu Mingkong's mind at that moment, no one knew. A system notification popped up, the fortune-favored one's state of mind has changed. Fortune points increased by 800, destiny value increased by 400. These sweet words, women truly love hearing them. Yu Mingkong pushed him away. Now that you're not killing me, aren't you afraid I'll expose your secret? Afraid? Yes, but I can't bear to kill you. If you insist, then I can only accept my fate and marry a wife steeped in sin. Who's your wife? We're not even married yet. He was so decisive in the past life, so why couldn't he bring himself to act in this one? But this time, he had already found a scapegoat. Right now was the perfect opportunity. If he killed her, his plan would be flawless. It's only a matter of time. You belong to me entirely. You didn't even show up at today's conferment ceremony. I was going to let you pick a few things. Those old geezers even gifted a Phoenix Envoy's celestial gold haul. This is for you. If you want to kill me, at least have a treasure of this level. Gu Changa, why do I find you more and more unreadable? Do you see this person? Old Turtle, there are White Tiger Clan cultivators outside every day. Are you sure I won't be discovered like this? Should I dye my hair again? Don't worry, the secret reincarnation technique isn't something they can easily see through. It's just a pity that I can't use my handsome appearance to tease little fairies for now. At a time like this, you're still thinking about women? The inheritor of the demonic arts has appeared. It's too much of a coincidence. I suspect the true inheritor is cultivating near the Celestial Palace, or may even be a disciple there. Considering how Mingkong ambushed me that day, she must be well aware of the inheritance I hold. Which is why she tried to seize it. Mingkong is also Gu Changa's fiancé, so perhaps they are of one mind. I overlooked Gu Changa before, but looking back now, he is the biggest suspect. If your guess is correct, then this truth is terrifying. Right under the Celestial Palace's nose, their own heir is actually the inheritor of the demonic arts. If this gets out, it will surely alarm the upper realm. Thinking back on the disasters I've experienced, Gu Changa's shadow looms behind each one. Yet I was foolish enough to only realize it now. Things have reached such a dire point, Gu Changa, if you insist on harming me, then this time, I will fight you openly and honorably. True immortal talent, inheritor of the demonic arts, Yi Ling, do you think I'm afraid of you? Let's not make a big deal out of this for now. Even if we tell others, no one will believe it. Gu Changa doesn't make his move personally, he likely needs someone to take the fall for him. Of course, let's hope we're wrong. But in the shadows, there is definitely some terrifying enemy watching us, and it sends chills down my spine. Is anyone there? It's Qi Ling. Come in quickly. You look so different on the street, I almost didn't recognize you. No choice, this is the only way. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know how I died. Don't worry, Yi Ling. I'll definitely find a way to help you. Also, I recently met an important figure, and he also believes you've been wronged. What important figure? I need to properly thank him. I can't tell you yet, but even at a young age, his family background is greater than mine. Yi Ling once declared that he would defeat Changa. It's best if he doesn't find out. That's great. Qi Ling, I really don't know how to thank you. If I can clear my name, I will repay you with my life. Enough, don't be so emotional. You're hurting me. Achoo. Is someone thinking about me? Even after swallowing so many resources collected by Duan Mushi, my cultivation only improved a little. It seems breaking through to the heavenly god realm won't be easy. For now, I should switch to talismans, those should be enough in the ancient continent. This divine ability called Transcendence is finally usable. Supreme Talent, Transcendence. The effect is transcending limitations, freeing oneself from destiny's shackles, effective on bloodlines, etc. It costs 30,000 fate points to transcend a single bone and turn it into a Dao bone. If I have enough fate points, does that mean I can transcend all the bones in my body? This system is still as useful as ever. After absorbing the divine ability, I didn't expect to gain insight into the world's laws. This technique is something only saints can grasp. Doesn't this mean I can already slay saints? It should be almost done here. At that moment, in the distance. It looks like it won't be long before the entrance to the ancient heaven continent fully opens. This time, young disciples from all major sects will come. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. As they say, fortune and misfortune go hand in hand. For the original inhabitants of the immortal ancient continent, this is also a trial. After all, with so many opportunities during this period, only by offending external disciples can one have a chance to obtain them. As for those external disciples, we'll have to rely on our own skills. Notify the young disciples of all major forces to gather here in 3 days in preparation for entering the ancient heaven continent. Finally, the entrance to the immortal ancient continent has opened, but unfortunately, we old folks have no share in this. Well, even if those old guys were inside, they wouldn't be able to make a move. The opportunities here can only be contested by the younger generation. This time, with the emergence of the supreme immortal essence, whoever obtains it will undergo a complete transformation and dominate the world. As for whose hands it will fall into, that depends on their own abilities. With such a mix of talents and the recent appearance of the successor to the demonic arts, we must remind the younger generation to be extremely cautious and avoid being assassinated. Regarding the existence of the immortal ancient continent and the external worlds, this trial prohibits the intervention of senior forces, and even the powerful figures originally residing in the immortal ancient continent cannot interfere. Once you enter, opportunities abound, but everything depends on your own strength, regardless of life or death. The Dao Heaven Immortal Palace truly lives up to its reputation as a dominant force. This is just the tip of the iceberg, there must be things beyond my comprehension. Senior Brother Gu from the Dao Heaven Immortal Palace has arrived. Why is he looking at me? Did he notice something? Relax, don't overthink it. The disguise of the Samsara ancient manner isn't that easy to see through. That's good. Brother Changa, as we head to the ancient heaven continent, I hope you'll take care of us. Miss Chiliang, you're too polite. I should remind Chiliang not to be fooled by Gu Changa's gentle facade. He is the most likely successor to the demonic arts. It seems Bai Lai's death has dealt a heavy blow to sister-in-law Yin Yi. Are you sure? She doesn't know that everything was orchestrated by Gu Changa. Should I warn her? I hereby announce that this trial in the immortal ancient continent has officially begun. Charge. First come, first served. Yueming cast a cold glance at Gu Changa before leaving alone. Still angry? Never mind, I knew she wouldn't travel with me. It's fine, she has her own fate to follow. Gu Xianer walked past and shot him a fierce glare before turning away. This girl. Forget it, let her be. Subduing Yi Ling is the key. Once inside, we will split up. Use the jade slip to communicate, and remember to contact me immediately if you encounter any difficulties. Inside the immortal ancient continent. I just entered and already found an immortal spring. It seems the immortal ancient continent truly holds countless opportunities, just as the records say. This trial is my only chance to take revenge on Gu Changa. Hey, little girl, which force are you from? Why are you wandering here alone? Why not join us? Let us take good care of you. You reek of blood. Stay away from me. Ungrateful wretch. Get her. Strip her clothes off and throw her into the water to soak. Sienna drew her sword and, after cutting down 2 men, charged at the last one. Too fast, he couldn't even draw his weapon. Before he was sent flying by her kick. He tumbled through the air. By the time he landed, his life had already ended. I don't have time to waste on trash like you. After collecting 3 rings, she left. Moments later, a group arrived, and upon seeing the scene, they were furious. Though he was useless, he was still her younger brother and a descendant of the Sea King Palace. No need for you to say it, I already know what to do. The Sea King Palace isn't far from here, and travelers from many star domains pass through. We won't be humiliated here. What a disgrace. You couldn't even handle a little girl. Once I catch you, I'll make you wish you were dead. Interesting. That noblewoman in fine robes is actually the sister of Gu Changa, the one who underwent supreme nirvana. The Sea King Palace isn't to be trifled with. As for Gu Changa, whether he will help this so-called sister of his remains uncertain. My lord, we are willing to lead the way, please spare us. Master, we just received word that Miss Sienna seems to have offended people from the Sea King Palace. Should we intervene? No need. She won't die, after all, she was trained by that old man. Master, we have already split up and begun our actions. Don't forget your orders, we must get close to Yiling. Rest assured, Master. With your plan, dealing with a mere Yiling will be effortless. You all may rise. Among you, who can lead the way? Lord, he is the one responsible. Yes, he can guide us. Oh, then I suppose we don't need the other 2 of you. What do you mean? A long halberd suddenly descended from the sky, shattering the defensive formation. Just handling things along the way, happened to kill a demon as well. Who dares cause trouble before the ancestral land? The owner of that demonic halberd was none other than Gu Changa. If you don't mind, then just leave directly. So this is the essence refined through generations of the Holy Spirit clan. TSK, you're overestimating them. The immortal spirit is about to be born. When that happens, the entire continent will tremble. So before that, I must elevate my divine soul. But with just this much, I still need to rely on the child of fate. At this moment, Yiling and Qi Ling were engaged in a fierce battle with a divine realm beast. A mere divine realm beast, little sister, leave it to me. Is this guy insane? Even if he wants to show off, there should be a limit. Yeah, he doesn't have to go this far just to impress the saintess. Ignorant fools. Open your eyes and watch closely. But before he could even show off, the beast's head was blown apart in a single strike, killing it instantly. It was Yu Mingkong who made the move. Everyone was utterly shocked to see her appear. Although the beasts of this continent have yet to awaken intelligence, to kill one in a single blow would require at least king realm strength. Seeing Yu Mingkong ignited Yi Ling's fighting spirit once again. Based on his past life memories, most of the tombs in the immortal ancient continent had been swiftly destroyed. Thinking back now, it must have been that shameless scoundrel, Gu Changa. He possesses the heaven-piercing demonic art, this world was practically made for him. If another immortal spirit is born, his cultivation will surely skyrocket when he leaves. I just hope that before he deals with Yi Chen, he won't pay too much attention to me. The Vermilion Bird clan thanks the wordless emperor for his assistance. It was just a coincidence. So, celestial maiden Qi Ling, you wouldn't happen to be hiding someone like Yi Ling in your group, would you? Impossible. Our clan would never make such a mistake. Then let's go. Are you okay? That's Yi Mi's aura. Before Qi Ling could stop him, Yi Ling had already fled. That guy has been following us the whole time, and now he just leaves without even saying a word. Sneaky, with a bizarre cultivation art. Could he be an heir to a hidden demonic art? Shut up. Panicking over such a trivial matter. Just from Yi Ling's temperament, he's far inferior to Brother Changa. Meanwhile, Yi Ning was being attacked by another person, who was trying to kill her for her treasures. If you're unwilling to hand over the spiritual herb, then I'll just search for it myself. He struck with a palm attack, forcing the other person to retreat and evade. I never expected someone to act so shamelessly against a woman. Brother, I truly have nothing to say to you. Stay back. So you have backup, huh? In that case, I don't mind giving up a mere spiritual herb. Now leave quickly, or you're dead. Me thanks you for your help, brother. Sister-in-law Ning, it's me, Yi Ling. Striking a deliberately cool and stylish pose, he looked absolutely ridiculous. Yi Ling, what are you doing here? Now's not the time. Don't worry. My concealment techniques are flawless, no one can find me. Do you have any idea how many cultivators are hunting you down right now? You dare reveal your identity in front of me? Aren't you afraid I'll expose you? I'm glad sister-in-law cares so much about me, but compared to your safety, nothing else matters. You should know I was framed. I entered the immortal ancient continent this time to clear my name. I know your character, you would never harm us. Sister-in-law Ning, you truly understand me. By the way, I want to warn you, be extremely careful of Gu Chang'e. I suspect he's the one who framed me. How could it be senior brother Gu? By then, sister-in-law will see the truth. Come, let's go. For now, we should meet up with Zhu Ke and the others. After all, more help will make things go much smoother. Yi Ling, every step of yours is truly calculated by the master. Now, not only are you taking the blame for the master, but you're also looking for opportunities for the master. Truly hard on you. Elsewhere. To kill me, you even mobilized so many people, and even used the protective clan formation. You really went to a lot of trouble. Stop talking, life for a life. Prepare to die. I'll shatter your bones. Under the siege of the three and the suppression of the formation, Gu Xiener gradually fell into a disadvantage. They want to exhaust her stamina with a rotating battle. It's all Gu Chang'e's fault. If it weren't for making him uneasy, I wouldn't have killed that person so easily, stabbing him through with one strike. No, if I die, there will be less trouble, this might be what he hopes for the most. Damn it, I will never let him be pleased. Everyone, get out of my way. Gu Xiener urged the power of her Dao Bone. With a punch, she shattered the void, injuring them a little. But her own aura also weakened noticeably. Keep up the siege, I want to see how many more hours you can hold on. The rotating battle continues, and the spiritual energy consumption is considerable. Master, we need to make our trump card a one-hit kill. The woman over there and that fat pig, you all go too. Little ghost, not only do you have means, but your mouth is pretty sharp too. I love messing with the moonflower tree. As soon as the man finished speaking, the other two lunged forward, knocking Xiener away. Let me step on your bones and toast to the seventh princess. Pig fish, a hammer struck down, almost turning Xiener into a dried-up cuttlefish. Watching her fly out. They had no intention of stopping and continued to pursue. But she was waiting for this moment. Before she could even figure out what was happening, Xiener had already completed her spell. Try the sword of my fourth master. A palm strike was unleashed. Like an ancient divine sword, it split everything in half. Even the formation couldn't withstand a single blow. The barrier was broken, thinking there was a chance. But the woman who had been watching suddenly charged forward, daring to kill our Sea King. She deserves to die. She fought while cursing. So young, yet her thoughts are so vicious. Her methods are cruel, indeed, she cannot be left alive. Ah, should I just offer my head to you on a platter? After the battle, Xiener landed. She wanted to use the trident to end Xiener. Luckily, Xiener still had the strength to dodge. Peak King Sealing Realm, how annoying. My spiritual energy is depleted, I can only stall for time. You guys are truly something, just bullying others with your power, bullying others. Ha ha ha. That's right, my cultivation is higher than yours, and I'm using my power to bully you. You must have heard, anyone who offends our Sea King Palace doesn't end well. What's the Sea King Palace? Do you know who I am? Dare to kill me? Humph. I know you're the disciple of the Grand Elder. Of the Dao Tian Immortal Palace, but so what? In the Tian-gu continent, if I want to kill you, he can't save you. But my brother is Gu Chang'e, and he's in the Tian-gu continent. If you dare harm me, he will tear you apart, burn your bones to ashes. Gu Xianer, I didn't expect you would use Gu Chang'e's name. The Tian-gu continent is so big, and right now he's probably fighting for opportunities with someone else, too busy to care about you. Gu Chang'e never expected you would mention him. Don't think I don't know that there's deep hatred between you two. Do you think he will care whether you live or die? Ha ha ha, you're just an outsider, how dare you arrogantly judge my relationship with my brother? Only he can bully me. A king sealing realm? In front of him, you're no better than an ant. What am I even saying? Ants? Very well. Let my trident give you a good stab. Are you in such a hurry? Your spiritual energy hasn't recovered much, do you plan to use another trump card? He flew up and dodged a strike. But was kicked again. What about Gu Chang'e? Do you think I'm afraid of him? Humph, I'll kill you first. I'll go meet that so-called true immortal another day. I want to see what he can do to me. The smile hadn't faded when Gu Chang'e appeared behind her like a ghost. What can I do to you? A slap was thrown. The green hair spun several times in the air. Xianer didn't expect Gu Chang'e to show up. Is he going to appear whenever I light a mosquito coil? Was this a coincidence, or has he been watching me all along? Gu Chang'e looked at her with a, I understand, look. Does that mean he heard everything she said earlier? Those two people originally thought they were doomed. Turns out losing one hand, and you can still run. Gu Chang'e, I admit you are strong, but don't think you can easily humiliate me. If it were a battle to the death, I might not lose to you. But Gu Chang'e didn't care at all. He was only concerned if Xianer was alright. Actually, she wasn't injured at all. But when Gu Chang'e asked, I'm badly injured, many bones are broken, my organs are all shaken up. I'm exhausted now, I can't even move. If someone doesn't come, I might have already died here. All alone, with no one to collect the body, sob. I didn't expect to act so well, no, I mean I'm so seriously injured. Looks like the Sea King Palace people are really bullying me too much. Hey, damn, she's been the one trying to kill me, but now she says it like this. Gu Chang'e, don't think you can bully me because of your power. That's right, strange. Because my cultivation is higher than yours. Speak, how do you want to die? Gu Chang'e, don't go too far. If you want to back up this little girl. Sea King Palace, you hurt my sister, and now you blame me for supporting her. What kind of logic is this? Earlier, when the seventh princess chased me, her attitude was just as domineering and overbearing. It's truly laughable. I never expected that the roles would be reversed now. Why do I feel so at ease standing here? I clearly wanted to get revenge just now, frame him, and spread it around. Gu Xianer's mood was unpredictable. Gu Chang'e, if you want to settle scores, then what about this girl killing my brother? She also killed many of the Sea King Palace's warriors, how do you account for that? Fatty, you're so bold. Didn't you say you would break my bones and toast to your master? How come you're trying to reason with me now? Facing Gu Chang'e's gaze. The fat man was sweating profusely, unsure how to respond. Smoke began to emanate from Gu Chang'e. The princess of the water palace could only cover her face with her hand. But when she looked again, she found one of her guards had turned into a withered tree. That's no longer a human, it's a monster. Before she could react, the fat man was already terrified and turned to flee. But Gu Chang'e merely smiled faintly. The fat man hadn't figured out what had happened. When he heard the princess shout for him to be careful, Gu Chang'e was already standing in front of him. With one hand, he pressed down, causing him to sink deep into the ground, like a ball. The princess of the water palace stared blankly, unable to believe her own eyes. Gu Changa reminded him, "It's your turn now. Gu Changa, you've used the power of laws, it must have taken a lot of energy, right? You should know the Sea King Palace's foundation, we're not something you can easily deal with. If you have something to say, you should go to the Yellow Springs to say it." "Seventh princess, don't be afraid, I'll save you." Suddenly, a giant shrimp popped out from somewhere and shouted, "Princess, don't be afraid." He thought he arrived at the right time, and Gu Changa's condition definitely wasn't at its peak. If I can deal with him and save the princess, I could gain the Sea King Palace Master's favor. Gu Changa, prepare to die. Gu Changa extended his hand. With a slap, he sent the useless giant shrimp flying. The princess took out a cauldron. It was easy to tell it was a fake of Qiyang. Even though it was a counterfeit, it was still a treasure of the Sea King Palace, enough to trap Gu Changa. But Gu Changa just smiled, and a flying sword shot out from his forehead. The flying sword turned into thousands of swords. Each sword contained the power of laws. Is this Gu Changa's true strength? Then, the thousands of flying swords pierced through a large mountain. The princess of the water palace also perished. Sienna asked him, "Why throw it to me? It's a transformed beast. Even though it's lifeless, its body still contains blood energy, which can enhance muscles and bones. Don't you want it? Then why are you here?" Gu Changa thought it was probably a coincidence. "You think I'll thank you for this? Even without you, I'd be fine. If something really happened, would my brother be in danger?" "Gu Changa, you're just asking for a beating. Let's go, or I might not be able to hold back. I really want to throw you into the ceiling pit for 500 years. Don't get too proud, one day I'll step on your head and make you feel the taste of it. If you want revenge, prove it to me. Like you said before, you probably aren't even qualified to be the bug flying behind me." In the past, whenever Gu Sienna was bullied, she would always run to cling to Gu Changa's leg. She'd say she didn't care. But in the end, she would still bring Sienna and beat those people into pig heads, making Sienna very happy. But the person she was now was no longer the same. No matter whether he did all this out of guilt or fear, he would never hide the truth of that year from her again. Because she eventually uncovered the truth. Then she will defeat him in a fair and square manner. Gu Sienna, daughter of fortune, changes the host's attitude, increases 100 points of luck, and increases 5,000 points of destiny. So you need to work hard. Sienna always says she wants to defeat me, but I'm afraid deep down she has already unconsciously changed. After absorbing the extra essence of the yuan, someone as simple-minded as her can be easily swayed by a small favor. If she were to fall into someone else's hands, it might make people distrust her, or even cause confusion. If it weren't for me protecting her as her brother, I don't know how many dangers she would face. I truly am a good brother. After some time of gathering, my cultivation successfully broke through to the Void God realm. Now, even without using demonic powers, I can easily suppress those so-called geniuses. But I wonder how far Yi Lang's treasure hunt has progressed. Young taboo. Can the power he's displaying now really be called a young taboo? Young taboo. Brother Gu's growth rate is truly terrifying. Among his peers, aside from those gifted prodigies like Chen Feng's disciples, I don't think anyone can challenge him. Why do you seem so happy? No, it's nothing. At this moment, Yu Ming is fighting with a red-haired woman with ram's horns. I'll see how long you can run. I didn't expect to encounter such a tricky opponent here. According to my past life's memories, she should be the one who claims to be under the true dragon's banner, a subordinate of Lord Longteng. What are you looking at, outsider? Think you can easily handle my sister? It's not that simple. I didn't expect Yu Ming, without an imperial position, and young Master Gu's fiancée to have such strength. The young woman is fighting her, could she be from the ancient Xian race? I didn't expect her to possess the strength of the Void God realm. Didn't the ancient Xian race disappear long ago? Even if the Xian ancient continent was vast, it's just a land that has long been Slaughtered. Could there really still be ancient Xian race people here? The ancient Xian race? They are just our subjects or slaves. The ancient Xian race has always been mysterious, especially since the aura of this continent is much more abundant than expected. This young man's strength may not surpass that of the outer disciples, but this woman in front of us is the best example. It seems that we must act with more caution in the future. Coward. Your strength is not bad. If you and I were in the same realm, perhaps I wouldn't be your opponent. I'll give you a chance. Submit to me, the heir of the blood demon true dragon, Lord Longteng. I think he would really like a woman like you. As expected, it's him. In my past life, he broke through the boundary of the Xian ancient continent and swept through the heavenly sky, but in the end, it seemed like he vanished into thin air, suddenly disappearing without a trace. Many speculated that he may have offended some powerful force or accidentally entered some forbidden place and died. It seems that it was my fiancé who did this. After all, someone like him, who possesses the sky-devouring demon technique, how could he let go of the true dragon from Longteng's origin? Since that's the case, let them experience the great name of Gu Chang'e. He shouldn't mind. After all, in front of such figures, I disdain using any tricks. Looking at your face, it seems you've heard of Lord Longteng's reputation. But don't worry, if you're willing, with your beauty and talent, Lord will definitely be happy to cultivate with you. You'd better pray that my fiancé doesn't hear these words. Anyway, you can't do anything to me. Instead of wasting your breath here, it's better to warn your Lord Longteng as soon as possible. You're good. My fiancé Gu Chang'e, Get ready to collect his corpse. And as for you, no woman that Lord Longteng wants has ever escaped. You're just Gu Chang'e's prey. I hope you'll still be able to smile after meeting him. Sienna was saved by Gu Chang'e. How could this guy do such a kind thing with no benefit to himself? Could it be that this time, his motives towards Sienna have changed, or is he secretly plotting something again? Forget it, Gu Chang'e's changes from past to present are too great. I will figure it out sooner or later. As for his attitude towards Sienna, I'll have to find an opportunity to ask Uncle Gu. Meanwhile, in another place, Yi Ling is in a fierce battle with a giant snake demon. Reincarnation fist. One punch landed right on the snake's head, sending it flying. So strong. Brother Yi Ning's cultivation has actually approached the king realm in such a short time. Fighting a void god realm. Ferocious beast, and he can still slay it on his own. With this level of power, he has likely surpassed many young supremes. I used to mock Brother Yi, what a fool I was. It's just a small matter, nothing worth mentioning. Brother Ye's strength is extraordinary, and he is magnanimous. He truly is our role model. Kid, before getting the Celestial Lord's relic, you'd better not be too careless. I tell you, the old tortoise thing left by the reincarnation. Celestial Lord, how could it appear in the Yuan Lord's territory? With my current strength, isn't going to take it just asking for death. What else? Should it be placed somewhere for others to fight over? The medicine Celestial Lord is still a powerful figure who once dominated the world. If the ancient totem wants to give it to you, there have surely been plans made. At least you're a descendant of the celestial ancestor, and you don't even have this much courage. You might as well go home and farm. Who says I don't have the courage? But I still don't know how dangerous the ruins are. Looks like I'll have to bring them along. What's wrong with you? You've been leading me here all this way, and now you've stopped moving. The Crimson Spirit Ruins. Ahead is exactly where I need to go, there are important opportunities inside. If you trust me, I can lead you in. I trust you. I'll go with you. Great, there are two people. I am a ruin full of opportunities. If you follow me, you'll definitely have a chance. Yi Ling's opportunity has finally appeared. Brothers, follow me. As long as we go deeper, we'll be close to our destination. But it doesn't seem safe here. Don't worry, I can make you conceal your aura. Let's go, no time to hesitate. Princess Chiliang was about to enter when a follower stopped her, saying it was too dangerous. Although Yi Ning's strength isn't weak, the strength of the beings in the ruins is unknown, and there could be people we can't fight. If you're scared, stay here for now. If anything happens, just run out. I feel like Yi Ning is definitely hiding something from us. He's brought us all the way here, and his purpose seems too clear. I'm afraid it's... What are you guys dawdling for? Hurry up and follow. Don't worry, I trust Yi Ning. He's definitely not the kind of person you think. Damn Yi Ning, I want to see what kind of scheme you're playing. Unable to persuade them, everyone had no choice but to follow. Are those guardians, the original masters of the Heavenly Lord's inheritance, the old tortoise, also here? It should be here, but the situation is different now. If they obey, we can coexist, but if they have second thoughts, this trip may not go smoothly. If they betray me first, then don't blame me for being merciless. Somewhere. The successor of the reincarnation Celestial Lord has appeared. Could the news be true? This person has come to take the reincarnation. Celestial Lord's relic. I once thought our family's seal was just an ancient legend, but now it seems it has come true. This is also the reason I gathered you all. The endless enlightenment stone of the reincarnation Celestial Lord has been controlled by various families in turn. Now, if we have to hand it over, I'm afraid no one will be willing. Why have we been delaying and unable to open the Celestial Lord's cave? Inside, there are countless scriptures and treasures. It seems the key to opening the cave lies with that successor. What kind of nonsense successor is this? They just took away the things we've been guarding for so long. Only a fool would agree. Calm down, don't act impulsively. Since ancient times, the young generation from the outside world has only reached the Void God realm. If we really want to protect the Celestial Lord's relics, we need a plan. What plan? Just kill him. If that's the case, keep a close watch on that outsider. If anything unusual happens, better to kill one wrongly than to let one escape. Yi Lang is still secretly infiltrating this place. Suddenly, he noticed that the number of demon beasts here had increased sharply. The old tortoise guessed that they might be coming for him. Yi Lang didn't expect that his whereabouts would be exposed so soon. But the old tortoise still comforted him, saying, not to be too pessimistic, as the situation is still unclear. Maybe it's just a test from the Celestial Lord. Yi Lang angrily smashed the wall. A test? The Celestial Lord or not, just leave the opportunity and be done with it. Why must they torment people? Looking at his expression, the fox guessed that the group of people had already set their sights on him. What's the rush? If it's a test, there must be a solution. Right now, it's too late for your matter. The Celestial Lord's inheritance is to find the cave left behind from that day, and one of them will definitely have a method to comprehend the Tao. At this moment, with the Tao comprehension platform in hand, whatever the demon beast's purpose is, they might fail. But even if you're reliable, I still need to obtain the inheritance to dig out the ancient song. You are the true successor of the demonic arts. Yi Ning, they're not here to capture us, right? Don't talk nonsense. What if they're just here to find something? But it's just a coincidence. Don't worry, no matter what happens, I will protect you well. I trust Yi Ling, you must be trustworthy. Stop rubbing against me, my eyes are going to go blind. Seeing the two like this, Qilian could only suppress her anger in her heart. Taking advantage of the confrontation between both sides, the ancient song infiltrated and stole the essence of all the ancient tombs. His cultivation has already reached the mid-stage of the Divine King realm, even exceeding his expectations. He had no plans to break through any further. Now, with his dual cultivation of both immortal and demonic practices, his cultivation's manifestation also depends on consumption. As long as his destiny value steadily increases, that's enough. Otherwise, it would be hard to imagine if those ancient monsters who have existed for countless eras noticed him, then it would be troublesome. Yi Ling had just infiltrated for half a day, and the entire ruins had already caused a stir. Could it be that he's been discovered? No, these creatures' search is slow and without clear targets. It seems they haven't grasped Yi Ling's whereabouts yet. Let's catch one and ask for information. Just as this thought crossed his mind, a graceful woman appeared in front of him. Gu Changde couldn't believe how lucky he was. He smiled slightly. He stepped forward and patted the newcomer's shoulder. Don't make a sound, or you'll die. Before she could speak, she was sucked into the Uchiha clan space. The demon woman was stunned. In an instant, they were already at the horizon. Still in free fall. Fortunately, Gu Changde grabbed her clothes in time. He introduced to her that this was his world. Then he let go of her hand. But she didn't fall down, instead, she hovered in midair. Who exactly is this human in front of me? I just want some people to know a little something. My lord, I will tell you everything I know, as long as you don't kill me. But Gu Changde placed his hand on her head and said there's no need to do that. He had long since gotten used to handling things personally. The demoness only had time to let out a miserable scream. All of her memories appeared in Gu Changde's mind. After letting go, the demoness was left with a soulless corpse. Yi Ling found the Heaven Master's cave. It's unclear how much longer it would take, while the Enlightenment platform was being broken, controlled by the Heavenly Eagle. It seemed they had to approach from this side and prepare to seize it. By the way, see if the village of the Immortal Demon Palace will give birth to the divine ability of the evolution secret art, the bridal gown immortal technique. In a room, four brothers were discussing important matters. Xiong Ming was the only legitimate bloodline among the four of them. When the five great families mobilized large amounts of manpower, even beings at the heavenly realm level would take notice. Could the cultivators from the outside world also join in? But Xiong Ming didn't care at all. He said those people were just a rabble, and if the families didn't abide by the agreement from back then and infringed upon the outside world, then why should he follow the rules? But the man in yellow said that his grandfather's heavenly realm level attendant had been reassigned. This time, the situation was likely serious, and it might concern the family's fate. However, the man with green hair was unconcerned. As long as there was wine today, he would drink. If the sky fell, Xiong Ming and his sister would hold it up. Anyway, it wasn't his problem. Xiong Ming had a grandfather who was a family elder, and a sister with extraordinary talent. This was completely different from the green-haired man, whose background was humble. Although they were twins, Xiong Ming had always stayed in the shadow of his sister. In the family, he had no voice at all. And it wouldn't be surprising if he was treated like invisible. The green-haired man asked him, "Are you content with this?" But Xiong Ming said, they are siblings, and if his sister achieves success, he would naturally be happy for her. No one knew what he meant by this statement. We've known each other for years, don't I see your ambition? Actually, you've always been waiting for an opportunity, wanting to become someone the entire family would be proud of, someone in the spotlight. After speaking, the green-haired man left. For someone with his low cultivation, it was better to stay far away from this incident. If he was killed like a chicken, that would be a pity. Then, everyone left one after another, leaving only Xiong Ming behind. Suddenly, a voice rang out, "Young master, do you want to become someone above everyone?" Who? Who is speaking? Young master, do you want to become stronger? Don't you want to be the one above everyone? Do you want to cultivate divine skills and reach the pinnacle in one step? At this moment, Xiong Ming thought, could it be that the opportunity he had been waiting for had finally arrived? Senior, I want it, I want it. Suddenly, a purple vortex appeared. It sucked him into another space. This is the immortal realm of my sect, separating from the yellow springs and the endless reincarnation, making it hard to escape. A dazzling light appeared. Then, a figure walked out from the main gate. Xiong Ming, the blood of the Xiong Tianying family flows through your veins. Though you've endured many tribulations, under the influence of your bloodline, you've cultivated your mind to perfection. I know everything about you. Xiong Ming hurriedly knelt, "Senior, you truly have divine insight. How can I become stronger?" The man in the long robe thought to himself, the last time I accessed his consciousness, it seemed this person had a deep obsession. A little temptation, and he would bite. Please, Senior, guide me. I am the Emperor of Destiny. As long as you become my follower and chant my name, you will achieve immortality. From then on, no matter if heaven and earth are destroyed, or time passes, your true soul will remain. Chanting your name really brings immortality. I am willing to become your follower. Please, Senior, guide me. Then, he infused his magical power into Xiongming. Relax your consciousness and embrace the holy light. Thank you, Supreme Deity, I am willing to offer everything for you. The bridal gown immortal technique. Indeed, it is an unprecedented divine cultivation method. As long as I practice this, I can acquire others' talents. Even the results of their cultivation can be shared. It seems Senior noticed my extraordinary aptitude and specially bestowed this divine skill upon me. The seed has already been planted, and Xiongming will surely sense the terrifying power of this divine skill. Once his ambition ignites, it will be hard to retract. Sure enough, with a little temptation, Xiongming excitedly shouted, with this divine skill perfected, who will still dare call me a waste? The rise of the waste, this can be said to have created an opportunity for the Xiong Tianying family. With him around, conquering the 5 great immortal ancient families will become easy. Then, he was swept back into the original room. Fortunately, my divine skill is still here. Now I need to find a few people to test my strength. If this is truly a divine skill, it should be shown to my clan. Once I teach it to my clan, unifying the 5 families will be just around the corner. And when it comes to strength and realm, wouldn't the position of clan leader belong to me? At the same time, a loud explosion shattered the air. Lord Ing Longteng has appeared. How have you handled the task I gave you? My lord, according to your instructions, we have indeed captured many women from the outside world, including one with extraordinary talent and unmatched beauty. Haha, let me take a look. Her name is Ming Kong. Is she really the next emperor of the heavenly world, Tian Wushuang? Indeed, she possesses an otherworldly beauty. To think such an exquisite woman would appear at this promotion conference. As expected of my sister, you've never disappointed me. But she already has a fiancé, from the eternal Gu family of the outside world, and he is also the heir of the Dao Tian immortal sect. It's a bit tricky. A group of outsiders dares to call themselves true immortals in front of me. If he dares to block this king, I will tear him apart in front of his fiancé. Have you heard? Long Teng, one of the 10 outstanding heroes of Tian Gu continent, has just emerged. Don't worry, he will definitely suppress young Master Gu Chang'e. Haha, he's really crazy. Does he not understand what young taboos are? I've heard rumors that young Master Gu Chang'e has already captured many of Long Teng's subordinates. It seems that these two will definitely clash. Long Teng isn't weak, maybe we'll see an exciting battle. Brother, do you think Long Teng will really take action against Gu Chang'e? When I first entered Tian Gu continent, I did hear of him. If he can force Brother Gu to use some of his strength, then he's not ordinary. If they really are going to fight, it's a good chance to go and watch. If we can witness Brother Gu's true strength, then this trip won't be in vain. At this moment, Ming Yukong held the immortal spirit fruit in her hands. She thought, the immortal spirit fruit contains immortal energy. With it, I should be able to quickly reach the Void God realm. Have you found out anything about young Master Gu Chang'e's recent movements? In response to the Emperor, we have not yet discovered any new information about young Master Gu. It's understandable. He must be hiding his tracks, raiding tombs and plundering, so his cultivation must have increased significantly. In his past life, Gu Chang'e must have had a big plan, which is why he couldn't deal with Long Teng in Tian Gu continent. But in this life, faced with Long Teng's active provocation, if he chooses to avoid it, that wouldn't be his character. Moreover, the other party is arrogantly trying to take his fiancée. Things have developed to this point, even if he has guessed that it's me plotting against him, he will have to show himself. Meanwhile, in another place, a bird flew over and whispered to Gu Linger. I didn't expect the great villain Gu Chang'e would have this day. Little Blue, you said the 8 saints are almost fully grown, is that true? The bird chirped in agreement. Actually, I'm looking forward to Gu Changa's success, but I heard Longting just stepped into the divine realm, so it should be hard for him to cause any trouble. If he wants revenge, it seems it's still a long way off. But let's go take a look anyway. What if Longting really can defeat Gu Changa? The bird chirped several more times. Let's go take a look anyway. At this moment, somewhere else. Ha ha ha, just stepping onto this stair has already brought me so many benefits. Even my cultivation talent has increased a lot. This cultivation technique reaches across the heavens. I believe I will soon surpass everyone and become an existence that transcends all. A door opened. Hey Ming, what trouble have you caused this time? Sister, hurry up and come, I have something important to tell you. You've been sneaking around recently, what exactly are you doing? I came to find you this time because I want you to see something good. What good thing could you possibly have? As long as you don't cause trouble, that's enough. Sister, look at this, it's a divine power technique. Wait a minute, why is this cultivation technique so mysterious? Where did you get it from? I got it by accident. Sister, don't think too much about it. This cultivation technique, if it really works, then in the future, sister, you can pass it on to father and the elders. Not bad, hey Ming, really not bad. After getting the ancient technique, your first thought was to pass it to the family. Sister, you know that my cultivation talent isn't outstanding. If I keep this technique for myself, it would be a waste. It's better to pass it to the family to strengthen their power. In the future, I can live a carefree life as a young master, wouldn't that be better? These years, I've made you suffer. But don't worry, I'll tell father and grandfather about this. The family will definitely remember your contributions, and will never treat you unfairly. I believe in you, sister. Success. As long as this ancient technique is passed on to the family, the whole family will become my stepping stones. All of this is thanks to that supreme existence. Good acting, it seems even decayed wood isn't completely uncarvable. When the upper echelons of the Black Sky Eagle clan become my stepping stones, that's when I'll make my appearance. Thinking about harvesting the benefits, it really is more profitable than searching for ancient tombs everywhere. Luckily, Ming Yu and Tian and I have already shifted the conflict. If I were with them in the immortal ancient continent, I would have become the one cleaning up the mess. Forget it, since Ming Kong has performed well recently, I won't make things difficult for her anymore. Master, the people have been caught. Just received the news, Longtang is in the east, with 7 subordinates in the Void God realm. There are also a few powerful experts in the king-level realm. This Longtang really has a problem with his brain, actually coming to deliver himself to me for nurturing. He must be afraid that the giant dragon Aotian hasn't been fully tamed yet. If he wants to die, I won't stop him, it would be too heartless not to help him. Kneel. Seems like this is all you're capable of. You're Gu Changa. Don't be so smug, Longtang is my twin brother, he will definitely come to settle the score with you. If I lose even a single hair, none of you will survive. And your fiancé. As soon as the words left his mouth, the red-haired person was slapped across the face. I fell to the ground with my head facing down. You should feel lucky, because when I fought Ming Kong earlier, I didn't hurt her. Otherwise, you'd already be in reincarnation by now. You dare to insult me? Gu Changa said softly, shut up. Words follow the law. He actually. The red-haired man couldn't help but be shocked. Send a message, Longtang's twin sister is in my hands. If you don't want her to die, then make him come over to see me. Did you hear? Young Master Gu and Longtang's duel, it's rare to have something exciting to watch, go see it. As cultivators, forces from all sides rushed over upon hearing the news. Ha ha ha. I thought you outsiders were so powerful, but none of you can fight. Where's your true immortal Gu Changa? Is your reputation just a breeze in the air? Stop being a turtle and hand over your fiancé, then bow your head and submit, haha. Because the demon race has an advantage over human cultivators in the same realm, the group of cultivators. could only grit their teeth in anger. "Brother, do you want to step in and teach them a lesson?" "Not yet." Just then, a red beam of light descended from the sky and landed in the competition arena. The dust cleared, revealing Long Ting's massive figure. He casually threw the two human cultivators in his hand aside and asked, "Who is Gu Changa?" "This guy is Long Ting. His aura is so strong. Don't be impulsive. Long Ting's strength is probably at the peak of the Void God realm. Where is Gu Changa? Did he make Long Ting come all the way here for nothing?" But, with his personality, this is not impossible. Long Ting has arrived. "Gu Changa, come out and die. Gu Changa, if you don't show up now, I'll take my anger out on your people, the men will die, and the women will become slaves." Arrogant. A furious shout descended from the sky. It was none other than Ming Kong, the emperor. Long Ting, upon seeing Ming Kong, instantly widened his eyes by 2 times, his mouth almost drooling. "Indeed, she's a beauty. Once I kill Gu Changa, you'll come with me." Imperial technique, sky-shattering sword. Ming Kong didn't say more and used her divine power. A giant sword swung toward Long Ting. "You dare to strike at me? Strong enough. I like it." Long Ting sneered and swung a palm. The giant sword was shattered before it could even touch him. This is an imperial technique. To be destroyed so easily. This is too powerful. It seems Brother Gu might not be the match. Even if Princess Ming Kong is strong, she probably isn't a match for Long Ting. This is a gap in cultivation that's hard to bridge. Long Ting showed no mercy and clenched his fist. A giant dragon appeared from his hand and charged towards Ming Kong. He attacked while saying, "Unfortunately, in front of me, you have no chance of winning." The dragon's claws exploded in an instant. The smoke and dust cleared. Countless white flowers appeared in front of her. She mocked, "With such little ability, how dare you challenge Gu Changa?" The cultivators didn't expect Ming Kong to block the earlier attack so easily. No wonder she's the imperial princess of the peerless heavenly dynasty. Didn't Long Mei say that Ming Kong's strength was on par with hers? Did she break through in such a short time? Long Ting thought to himself as he looked at Ming Kong in the sky. At this moment, the white flowers in front of Ming Kong slowly bloomed. She controlled the petals and shot them at Long Ting. Long Ting didn't expect these small petals to hurt him. Before he could recover from his shock, the remaining petals had already embedded into the ground. And then they exploded. However, Ming Kong's expression remained serious. The watching cultivators still couldn't tell who was winning. Long Ting roared and charged out of the explosion. A punch came crashing down. Luckily, Ming Kong summoned a shield in time to block it, otherwise, she would have been injured. But even so, she was still knocked back a distance. He didn't stop and continued to launch fierce attacks, laughing arrogantly, "Since you don't know how to appreciate my kindness, don't blame me for being ruthless." Ming Kong gradually felt Long Ting's terrifying strength. Suddenly, his eyes lit up, and a cruel smile appeared on his face. "I'm going to cut off your limbs and see how you'll resist." The cultivators were shocked. This is bad. Ming Kong's defensive spell had no effect against Long Ting's punch. Gu Linger secretly took out a magical item, preparing for the worst. Her eyes suddenly widened. In the midst of the battle, Long Ting, who was dominating, also froze. A shadow of a foot stepped out of the void. Gu Changa had appeared between the two of them at some point. With a single kick, Long Ting was sent flying, causing countless innocent demons to suffer. By the time everyone calmed down, they could no longer see where Long Ting had flown off to. "I told you to clean your neck and come see me, and you actually showed up. Should I praise you for being obedient? Or say that you're foolish?" The cultivators cheered with excitement upon seeing Gu Changa appear. Finally, their senior brother had arrived. Ming Kong was somewhat surprised and blurted out his name, "Gu Changa." He smiled slightly, stepped forward, took Ming Kong's hand, and asked with concern, "Are you okay?" Ming Kong was puzzled, thinking, "Is this guy acting in front of everyone? She didn't want to expose him, so she tightened her grip on his hand and said she was fine. Sorry for making you worry. It's fine now, I'm relieved. Their acting was truly award-winning. The crowd had no idea and only admired them, praising, one is the future master of the heavenly immortal palace. And the other is the future empress of the peerless heavenly dynasty. Truly a match made in heaven. Long Ting flew back from a distance, interrupting their dog food scene. Long Ting roared, filled with fury, Gu Changa. He looked at the fortune value above Long Ting's head and thought to himself, this guy is truly the child of destiny, the dragon's external celestial strategy. At this moment, Long Ting's two subordinates finally spoke up, begging for his help. Gu Changa, if you release them now, I might consider leaving your body intact. The appearance of Long Ting, the child of destiny, triggered a task. Task 1, kill Long Ting. Task 2, subdue Long Ting. The task was handed to him on a silver platter, so Gu Changa naturally didn't hesitate anymore. After all, he wasn't a bloodthirsty person and quickly made his choice. Task 1, kill Long Ting, gain 3,000 fortune points, 15,000 destiny points. Other rewards will be calculated later. The brain of that useless Long Ao Tian actually makes me see it in you. Truly surprising. What nonsense are you talking about? Gu Changa casually said a few modern words, leaving both Yuming Kong and Long Ting confused. Seeing that they didn't understand, he couldn't be bothered to explain, and instead continued to provoke, nothing, just saying that you're strong but still act like an idiot. Long Ting gritted his teeth, unable to speak due to rage. Don't rush, it's our first meeting, I have to give you a big gift. I heard Long Ting likes blood sacrifices, what are you waiting for? My lord. Please save us. Long Ting roared when he saw they had placed their swords against his neck. Gu Changa, you dare. He was about to rush over to save his subordinates. But Gu Changa suddenly blocked his way. Did I allow you to make a move? Long Ting could only feel Gu Changa's palm. Then he saw the surrounding space spinning and churning. After that, he reappeared at his original position. The onlookers recognized this as the famous divine ability of the Chongqing Gu family. The universe in the palm. They guessed that Gu Changa's cultivation had probably reached the mid-stage of the virtual god realm. While everyone was still focusing on Gu Changa's cultivation, his subordinates had already beheaded Long Ting's subordinates. After all, these were the subordinates of one of the top 10 young talents of the Tian Gu continent. It was unexpected that Gu Changa would kill them without hesitation, showing no mercy at all. Long Ting, humiliated like this, could no longer bear it and was burning with rage. As he flew up, he roared, Gu Changa, I will kill you. Kill me. You're not qualified. Let the old man from your clan make a move. And maybe there's still a chance. Talking big? Try my fist. However, before Long Ting could attack Gu Changa, he was blasted away by a giant punch. Gu Lingner recognized that as her Dao Bone avatar. Long Ting was still being blasted away. And received another heavy punch. The land and rocks within a 100-meter radius were completely shattered. Long Ting didn't even have the strength to fight back. This guy's cultivation has definitely increased a lot recently. A mere avatar dares to arrogantly suppress a true dragon. As the dust settled, Long Ting's small figure appeared, raising his fist. Just a mixed blood insect. Gu Changa said as he performed his fist technique, forcing Long Ting to break out in cold sweat. Being able to suppress Long Ting with the strength of the mid-stage virtual god realm, it seems Gu Changa's power has truly reached the forbidden realm of the younger generation. With a young master like Gu Changa, even if the demonic power inheritance were to appear, it probably wouldn't cause any trouble. It's been a long time since we've heard any news of the inheritor of the demonic power. Could it be that he won't appear? Letting the crowd discuss, Gu Changa still kept his gaze fixed on Long Ting. Do you have any last words? Gu Changa, do you think you can kill me? Ah, you still don't understand, do you? Killing you is as simple as crushing a bug. Long Ting, that foolish dragon Ao Tian is done for. If anyone is to blame, it's that you were born in the wrong era. Just as Gu Changa was about to end his life, he noticed that Long Teng was on the verge of breaking through. As expected, it's the usual path of the child of fate. This phenomenon means that Lord Long Teng is about to break through. Long Teng's wound slowly healed. He laughed and said, surprised, Gu Changa. Today, fate is in my hands. But Gu Changa remained unfazed and continued to control the giant arm to strike. This time, both arms smashed down at the same time. This is the true dragon aura of Lord Long Teng. I knew it, Lord Long Teng is born invincible, how could he possibly lose to an outsider? Long Teng flew out of the dust, his body now huge. He grabbed Gu Changa's giant arm with both hands and pushed it away. Gu Changa smiled and softly said, a frog in a well. More arms appeared, delivering a punch that shattered Long Teng's mouth. Long Teng could not resist and was forced back several hundred meters. Looking at Gu Changa's massive avatar, Long Teng remained fearless. Your avatar is strong, but to defeat me, it's still far from enough. So, you haven't seen the gap between us. After saying that, he raised his hand, forming a seal, and whispered, Wuzhong immortal art, avatar guards the release of the divine decree. Long Teng's face turned pale, losing all color, and he trembled, no, it's impossible. Before his eyes, countless blades of swords appeared in the space, pointing directly at him. The power of the laws, impossible. How could you? Turning to flee, he trembled all over, this guy in front of me is the real monster. Upper punishment true king, lower/rebellious immortals. Fate contest card -1. As soon as the words were spoken, thousands of sword blades shot towards Long Teng. The luck points of Long Teng were reduced to 0. He barely had time to shout out a word. The earth seemed to be pierced, resulting in a massive explosion. Amidst the smoke and dust, Long Teng's subordinates could no longer sense his aura. They screamed, our lord lost just like that. The human cultivators also couldn't believe their eyes. This was the 7 princesses killing divine ability from the Sea King's palace, but this time, its power was magnified many times over. The information panel shows, task, kill the son of luck, Long Teng, completed. Calculating reward. Son of Luck's luck points, 0. Rule reduction initiated. Acquired Heaven's Yang treasure. Task calculation complete, reward of 3,000 luck points, 15,000 fate points. A subordinate ran to ask Gu Changa, Master, how should we handle these people? He remained neither sad nor happy, replying faintly with one word, kill. Upon hearing Gu Changa's command, the young cultivators who had been watching for a while immediately rushed forward to attack the demon race. Due to the vast difference in strength, the demon race could only scatter and flee for their lives. Quickly spread the word. Gu Changa, the young master of the Chongqing Gu family, with his virtual god realm cultivation, easily suppressed the peak virtual god realm genius Long Teng, causing his immediate death. The Chongqing Gu family is not to be provoked. Gu Linger showed a look of regret, though it was unclear what she regretted. Senior brother Gu is truly a monstrous genius. His talent and aptitude are beyond reach. I already knew I couldn't stand beside him, but I want the world to know that the reincarnation of the ancient emperor is far from a name only. Everyone disperse. From now on, we must all work harder to improve our strength. After all, there are those who inherit demonic powers lurking in the shadows. If that day truly comes, I hope you won't drag me down. An elder from the Long Teng clan sighed, Lord, just like this, you let an outsider kill Long Teng. Long Teng has been rebellious and arrogant since his birth, looking down on everyone. This calamity is his own fault. I never expected that just this once, he would lose his life. But no matter what, he is the direct descendant of our clan. Now is not the time to act. With the slave seal in place, if we truly move, the loss will be even greater. It seems those hiding in the shadows are well concealed, even abandoning Long Teng's life. They haven't even considered collecting his body. But this is fine, if they know to be cautious, then from now on, I can act even more recklessly on this continent. System notification, Heaven's Young Treasure activated. Congratulations, host, you have acquired the Source 5-color True Dragon. Gu Chang'e immediately began to merge. This 5-color True Dragon bloodline has greatly enhanced my physique, vitality, and defense. This system is indeed good. I didn't expect it to guide me towards becoming all-round. Why hasn't Sang Mingkong left yet? Do you have something to say to your husband? Seeing her a bit nervous. Afraid I'll settle the score with you. Feeling guilty. Who's guilty? It's all written on your face, and you're still denying it. Actually, you don't need to blame yourself too much. Being naturally beautiful isn't your fault. Longting dared to target you, so he obviously deserved to die. But on the other hand, even if I don't step in, Mingkong wouldn't let him off, right? What do you mean? Speak up. What kind of conspiracy do you have against Longting? If your reason is justified, I don't mind handing his corpse over to you. Once you finish speaking, I'll give it to you. Incredible. Mingkong still didn't want to believe him. Seeing how thick-skinned Gu Chang'e was, she didn't know what to say. I heard that there is a drop of blood from an ancient mysterious true dragon in Longting's body, and that thing is useful to me. Gu Chang'e's heart skipped a beat. That seems to be the 5-color true dragon blood I just swallowed. What? As soon as you hear about something good, you reveal your true nature. You've never changed in this regard. She turned around and left, not really expecting much. Wait, my 5-color true dragon blood was obtained after killing Longting, it was a system reward. That means, the blood Mingkong is talking about should not be the one I just refined. First, planning to seize Yi Ling's inheritance, now you're after the true dragon blood. You clearly wanted to compete for it yourself, now you're blaming me for being selfish. Mingkong, when did you become so bad? Mingkong suddenly turned around, her hands forming a knife, and she coldly slashed towards Gu Chang'e. He swiftly dodged. Was she embarrassed and angry? Did I hit the nail on the head? Gu Chang'e, you. Is it just Longting's corpse? It's not like I can't give it to you. But, you have to call me husband first. Mingkong, unable to contain her anger, shouted furiously, you. 5-colored true dragon blood is not easy to find. Aren't you going to reconsider? But you need to hurry. True dragon blood is so precious, I might change my mind soon. Don't want to lose the true dragon blood. Yu Mingkong gritted her teeth and called out to Gu Chang'e, husband. Gu Chang'e, taking advantage, smiled and said, I didn't hear clearly. Mingkong fell into the trap and angrily shouted, husband. Then, she pushed Gu Chang'e aside, this corpse is mine. The massive and unharmed body of Longting made Yu Mingkong think to herself. What secret method did Gu Chang'e use to keep the corpse intact? Or did he intend to give Longting to me from the start? You possess demonic power, are you really not going to devour this true dragon corpse? If it's important to you, then keep it for yourself. If Mingkong likes it, I will naturally give it to you. I didn't expect Mingkong to actively consider me, and this gesture really touched me. It's not too late for you to see through this now. The item has already been delivered, yet you hesitate because of me. What a foolish woman. However, this makes me trust her even more. Even if I do nothing, as long as Mingkong continues to grow and even surpasses me in cultivation, I will ultimately have to act gently. A person who actively discards their dignity, what can they use to seek revenge? It seems I must temper my actions recently. It's indeed having quite an impact, almost like in the past, like a love-stricken fool. I remember when refining Longting's corpse, I need to find a more secluded place. Yu Mingkong looked at Gu Chang'e's departing figure, her mind full of thoughts. The Gu Chang'e of my past life would never have given me such a good thing. Could it really be, because of heart demons? Now that Longting's corpse is in Mingkong's hands, the ancient clans will likely take action to snatch it. These unnecessary troubles should be solved conveniently. On a distant mountain peak, a sweet celestial suddenly felt a cold sweat dripping down. Gu Chang'e muttered to himself, I really am a good husband. Under a grove of trees, a woman said, Gu Jinchuan defeated Long Teng and suppressed the immortal ancient, truly an example for us. Another woman agreed, that's right, Gu Jinchuan is not only powerful but also extremely gentle with his fiancée, and he's handsome too. A man in the middle sneered, ha. Don't be fooled by his appearance, what if he's just pretending? He doesn't seem like a good person. This made the two women laugh. TSK, senior brother is so bitter. Yes, yes. This made the man called senior brother angrily shout, you too. They were arguing enthusiastically, completely unaware of a streak of light quickly fleeing across the sky. A woman dressed in a pink long gown and with white wings on her back flew back to her territory, landing in front of a grand hall, thinking to herself, after so many days of circling, I should have shaken them off, right? However, she still felt uneasy and looked around, but I never expected Gu Chang'e to actually give Long Ting's corpse to his fiancée. She continued muttering to herself, maybe I can find a way to use this information to please the dragon clan. Let me stop and inform my people, so the family can send reinforcements. In a passageway, 3 people, including Gu Chang'e, stood together. Gu Chang'e said, after being chased for so many days, you finally stopped. Long Ting's corpse is a valuable item, how can I let you spread the news? Gu Chang'e was also thinking, this can't be done in vain, I must find a way to make Yu Mingkong know. In Gu Chang'e's imagination, Yu Mingkong's cheeks turned red, and she whispered, thank you, husband. Gu Chang'e ordered his 2 subordinates, block the city. Kill any outsiders. The 2 subordinates cupped their hands and said, yes, master. In the main hall, Third Ant, why are you here? The person called Third Ant hurriedly came over and said, Schwer, Wooer, why are both of you here? The child with gray-black wings replied, Third Ant, I heard you went to watch the battle. Did Lord Longting lose? The child in the yellow dress with white wings said, that Gu Chang'e is just a lowly human. What despicable means did he use? Also, what is the purpose of gathering so many people here? Someone in the crowd shouted, we are discussing how to avenge Lord Longting and find a way to kill that Gu Chang'e. Another person said, a mere outsider like Gu Chang'e is far weaker than Lord Longting. He must be a vile scoundrel with many tricks. A 2-horned woman added, I heard that Gu Chang'e succeeded with a sneak attack. If it had been a fair duel, he would definitely have died. Third Ant just shook her head and sighed, stop shouting. Gu Chang'e's strength is formidable. This isn't something you can resolve by just talking about it. But the crowd continued shouting loudly, we are so many, each of us an elite. Are we still afraid of him? We must kill him and avenge Lord Longting. Yes. Kill Gu Chang'e. Kill Gu Chang'e. Kill Gu Chang'e. Kill Gu Chang'e. This surprised Third Ant. She furrowed her brows and said, you are right, I was there too. That despicable human used vile tactics, and Lord Longting didn't even have a chance to strike before he died with hatred. Applause came from behind. A voice said, well said. This startled Third Ant. When she saw that the speaker was Gu Chang'e, her face immediately darkened. He stood in the back, smiling indifferently and said, interesting story, wonderful narration. Let me listen to it as well. A woman in the crowd shouted, who are you, daring to break into our territory? Who allowed you to enter? Gu Chang'e motioned for silence and said, with so many friends here, I came personally to visit. Isn't that polite? Third Ant turned around and forced a smile, young master, you are joking. Gu Chang'e walked in and said, what's this? Don't you want to invite me to sit and have a drink? A young girl asked Third Ant, who is this person? Third Ant's forehead was sweating as she nervously said, Schwer, don't ask. Gu Chang'e moved his body as he walked and said, I can already smell the wine. Then, he walked to the dining table, poured himself a glass, took a sip, and said, this wine is indeed good, containing many celestial fruits. A monster said, this is our unique wine from the immortal ancient continent. Outsiders like the humans are not worthy to drink it. Another person shouted, this arrogant human. You are just as vile as Guchanga. Prepare to face our wrath. Guchanga leisurely sat down and said, you are right. Guchanga is indeed a vile person. And as I know, he particularly enjoys slaughtering the innocent, especially those who conspire against him behind his back. Right? Then, Guchanga's eyes turned blood red. Third Ant immediately knelt to the ground. Third Ant trembled and said, young master, what are you saying? These are all malicious rumors, please. Don't take them seriously. Compared to Guchanga, Longtung is but a firefly, how could he compare to the bright moon? As soon as these words were spoken, everyone became enraged, stepping aside and shouting. Third Ant. What are you saying? What nonsense is this? Why are you slandering Lord Longtung? Lord Longtung is the young leader of all the clans in Immortal Ancient. How could he lose to a human? Guchanga said, yeah, what are you talking about? How dare Guchanga compare himself to Longtung? This shocked everyone. What? Did he say he is Guchanga? Guchanga extended his hand and smiled faintly. I heard you are looking for me. What can I do for you? Then, the monsters roared and charged forward. We've been looking for you, didn't expect you to come right to us. Let's go, take his life. Third Ant hurriedly tried to stop them. Be careful. Don't be impulsive. Seeing that she couldn't change the outcome, Third Ant shouted at Guchanga, Guchanga, if you have the ability, come for me. I beg you to spare the juniors of my clan. Guchanga sneered and asked, let you go? They wanted to kill me. So, if I let them go, who will let me go? Guchanga exerted his power. It's better to let them all die. The hall was destroyed, and one by one, they were sent flying out, their lives ending. The hall collapsed. In the ruins, Guchanga grabbed the Third Ant's neck. She pleaded, please, don't kill me. Guchanga said, you saw things you shouldn't have seen. Tell me, how can you blame me, right? The Third Ant trembled and replied, I swear on my Tao heart that I will never disclose it. Please spare my life. Guchanga coldly said, rather than believing in Tao heart oaths, I trust dead people more. Then, the Third Ant and everyone in the hall died. A noisy sound came from outside. What happened? Why is there such a strong smell of blood? It seems like a human cultivator. Quickly, catch him. Guchanga prepared to enter the passage. Two people appeared and blocked his way. Stop right there, you bastard. Guchanga turned around and smiled faintly. Ah, I've been seen. One of them angrily shouted, who is he? How dare he enter our territory, slaughtering innocents, this is too much. Boom. A loud noise echoed. Yu Ming hadn't appeared yet, but after landing, her subordinates all bowed and saluted, welcome, Emperor, out of seclusion. Yu Ming thought, this time, my seclusion went smoothly, all thanks to Guchanga solving my troubles. But after observing him, it seems his attitude towards me isn't as cold as before. Could it really be the influence of his demonic nature? She frowned and continued to think, but in this life, how could he suppress the demonic nature? Perhaps his current attitude towards me is just to deceive me. If that's the case, it's terrifying. Yu Ming walked towards the cliff while thinking, for someone as smart as him, this behavior doesn't seem unnecessary. But to prevent another tragedy, I must become stronger. She looked toward the sky. Based on the timeline, the day the immortal spirit will be born is near. Right now, only I know where it will manifest. This time, I must get it first. She shouted to her subordinates, head to the east, to the Baiheng mountain range. In a great hall of the Tianyin clan, a dazzling orange light burst forth, rushing into He Ming's body. He Ming suddenly opened his eyes and shouted loudly, in less than a month, I've broken through to the Saint Lord realm. This is all the gift of that supreme existence. He excitedly stood up and said, now. Almost all the talented elders and disciples in the clan are practicing this immortal technique. Even the two ancestors who just woke up are very interested in it. If this continues, in half a year at most, I will break through to the king's sealing realm and become a famous genius in the Tianyin clan. Thinking of Gu Chang'e, He Ming muttered softly, I really want to see that supreme existence again. Without him, I might still be a useless waste, struggling to survive. Just as He Ming was feeling proud, a voice called from outside, He Ming. Are you inside? His sister walked in. Because of the immortal technique you offered, the two ancestors have already come out of seclusion and want to see you. He Ming opened the door, feeling uneasy. The two ancestors want to see me? That's right. This is the opportunity every disciple dreams of. But he thought to himself, just after coming into contact with the immortal method, they are eager to see me. Have they discovered that I've hidden something? If the supreme existence is detected by the ancestors, then... However, soon, He Ming's head started buzzing. In front of him, Gu Chang'e's Dharma body suddenly appeared, leaving him stunned. He exclaimed, Is this senior? Is it really you? He Ming trembled and said, If you're here, you'll help me, right? At this moment, He Ming was trapped in an illusion. His sister shook him and loudly shouted, He Ming! He Ming! What's wrong with you? He Ming suddenly snapped out of it and replied, Nothing. Nothing, I was just too excited about meeting the ancestors. His sister frowned and said, Look at you. Just calm down when the time comes. The ancestors are very nice. He Ming scratched his head and laughed bitterly, Yeah. I'm too nervous. In Gu Chang'e's world, he thought to himself, the ancestors of the Black Sky Eagle clan. Have they discovered the methods in the bridal garment immortal technique? But then he smiled slightly. To understand the bridal garment immortal technique, one must at least reach the imperial realm. That is absolutely impossible. Once I control the two ancestors, the entire Black Sky Eagle clan will be under my control. This is much easier than I expected. A series of data appeared in front of Gu Chang'e, with the most eye-catching being, fate value, 35,000 points, bad luck value, 12,000 points. The mall has been opened, and he had accumulated so many points in just an instant. Gu Chang'e said proudly, System, exchange for 4 Transcendence Dao bones. The fate value gradually decreased. In a remote mountain village, a subordinate of the Red Spirit Heavenly Maiden said, Brother Kong, what do you think the Black Sky Eagle clan and the Gut Snake clan are up to these days? I feel like they are searching for something. Could it be related to Yining? Miss Red Spirit has been in the ruins for over a month, and there's still no news. He obviously knows something is hidden here, but only let Red Spirit and Yi enter. I think he wants to reap the benefits of others. Another subordinate added, Now it seems that Yining's actions are indeed strange. Perhaps, recently, the heir of the demonic arts has something to do with him. The subordinate opposite immediately covered their mouth, signaling silence, and said, Brother Kong Yang, don't speak carelessly. After all, he has been traveling with us on this continent. The Emperor of the Ming Kong word definitely knows about this matter. Kong Yang rebutted, Who's speaking carelessly? I have evidence. Think about it, Yi Ling and Yi Ning, don't their names sound similar? What if he's disguised? The person opposite nodded in agreement, what you said does make some sense. Then, the two of them realized something. Miss Red Spirit and Yi Heavenly Maiden are in danger. Someone said, Quick, spread the news that Yi Ling is here. Let them follow Yi Ning more closely, and they won't be in danger. Yes, the heir of the demonic arts, everyone knows about him, they won't just sit by and watch. In a deep forest, Red Spirit Heavenly Maiden and Yi were resting under the shade of trees. Yi Ling said, Old Turtle, I can clearly feel it. The location of the Heavenly Lord's cave is in the ancient town ahead. His face was covered With scars, and his tone was as if narrating recent events. It's so strange. No matter where I hide, living beings can still detect my trace. Old Turtle said, Do you think, among your group, someone has tampered with something? Yi Ling looked at Me and Red Spirit Heavenly Maiden. Yi Ling replied, I suspect that too. I want to hear your thoughts. Old Turtle said, in my view, the possibility of Me is very low. She has no reason to do that. Or could it be that you're trying to be a hero and save the beauty? Otherwise, why would she be here, chased by countless ancient celestial clan immortals, even having her nine-tailed spiritual energy dispersed? Yi Ling thought, what about Red Spirit? Old Turtle said, if it's Red Spirit, there are more doubts. She trusted me at first and actively helped clear the suspicion of being the heir of the demonic arts. If it's just based on our friendship, her actions are not without reason. But now our whereabouts have been constantly leaked. He must have already known your identity. He has been following you all along, and his purpose is too obvious. This journey concerns our future, you must make a judgment in advance. Yi Ling said, I understand. He sighed and turned to the two women behind him. Chilling, Me, the next operation is very dangerous. Our target is too big, it's better to act separately. Me is seriously injured, so she can stay with me. We'll meet up at the ancient town ahead. Chilling angrily shouted, what are you saying, Yi Ling? We should separate at a time like this? Isn't that more dangerous? And you say you'll stay with Me, what about me? Yi Ling helplessly smiled, Chilling, that's not what I meant. Chilling Tian Envy stood up, her face full of anger, I knew about the two of you. You've been waiting for me here. Now that the opportunity has come, you plan to kick me aside, right? She yelled at Yi Ling, I thought all along I was helping you, giving up my chances for you. She screamed angrily, bastard. Yi Ling said, Chilling, listen to me. I'm doing this for everyone's sake. At that moment, everyone felt a surge of power coming from the air. 5 monsters appeared, and the leader said, finally found you. The leader shouted, kill them all, leave no one alive. Me was covered in wounds, thinking, Master, the task you gave me is finally completed. Yi Ling turned around and found that the enemy even had a celestial realm expert. He immediately turned and fled, leaving the two girls behind. No time to discuss, we'll escape separately. We'll meet at the designated place. What are you standing there for, hurry and run. Chilling urged, Me, go. I'm too badly hurt to move. You just take care of yourself. Chilling turned and fled as well. You few, split up and chase them. The blonde one, I like her. This woman isn't even running, with such injuries, is she resigned to her fate? With this beauty, taking her back as a slave wouldn't be bad. Outsider, if you're willing to submit to us, I'll spare your life. You know how to serve us from now on, right? In your dreams, you're not worthy. Me said, though in her heart, she thought of Gu Changa. You refuse to drink the wine I offer, so take the punishment. Tear her into pieces. The leader gritted his teeth and said. One monster drew a huge axe and swung it violently at Me. Me shouted in fury, I am only loyal to one master in this life. Even if I self-destruct, I will never let you humiliate me. At that moment, something fell from the sky, and dust rose everywhere. When the dust cleared, a spear with an incredibly eerie aura appeared. Who did you just say you were going to cut? Gu Changa had somehow appeared behind Me. Me happily shouted, Master, I thought you had abandoned me. Fool, it's just a task. How could I bear to let you go to your death? Uwanmi hugged Gu Changa and cried, making him have to comfort her, why are you acting like a little girl? This isn't like you at all. The leader saw the other side openly flaunting their relationship. And immediately became enraged, a mere virtual god realm dares to look down on me? Gu Changa gently picked up Uwanmi, you've suffered during this time. For the master's task, this bit of suffering is nothing. Let's go, I'll take you to heal. Seeing that the other side completely disregarded him, the leader became even more furious and planned to attack Gu Changa. But suddenly, the spear in front of him emitted a strange aura. And countless terrifying monstrous auras appeared before him. Before he could figure out what was happening, he only heard his own scream. During this time, it was likely to disturb Chiling, the celestial lady, who had previous conflicts with Yi Ling. A few hours later, if I'm not mistaken, after Chiling and Yi Ling had their disagreement and parted ways, she would definitely convey what happened here to the people with her. And from the point where Yi Ling's whereabouts were exposed, the outside cultivators would certainly unite immediately, preparing to encircle and attack the so-called demon art heir. Furthermore, with Yi Ling being pursued by the immortal ancient clan, the news from the ancient tomb had likely already spread. Everything just happened to come together, and even if Yi Ling had 100 mouths, he wouldn't be able to explain it. Master, are you alright? You woke up so soon. Thank you for taking care of me, Master. Ruanmi is fine now. That's good, have some food. According to the Master's instructions, the celestial lady Chiling and Yi Ling. I already know about these things. But Yi Ling cannot die yet. Ruanmi knew that Yi Ling was still of great use to the Master. But don't worry, Master. Whatever you need, Ruanmi will help you with all her strength. It seems you'll have to endure some hardship for a while. You won't think I'm being too harsh, will you? A peach suddenly fell down. Ruanmi hugged Gu Changa again. I won't, for the Master, Ruanmi won't feel wronged at all. With you saying that, I can relax. Somewhere. This is what happened. Chiling also arrived. Miss, are you alright? Finally escaped. Celestial Lady Chiling, where is our Miss Ruanmi? She should be with Yi Ling, though it's possible she isn't. Chiling didn't know how to respond to the two subordinates' questions and could only lower her head and answer. What? Yi Ling? Are you saying that Yi Ning is Yi Ling? What? Chiling, are you sure? I can't believe Yi Ling actually dared to appear here and even assist the celestial lady Ruanmi. This is truly a dangerous plot. I heard from Kong Yang that you've been chased by the 5 immortal ancient clans. Do you know why? Recently, news has spread that many ancient tombs from the immortal ancient clans have been excavated. The corpse's original essence was completely refined. Some young disciples with good talent have also mysteriously disappeared. Ancient tombs. After hearing this, Ruanmi fell into deep thought. Damn! Did he really use those things to cultivate the demon art? His actions are already threatening the safety of our continent. I've said it before, he doesn't seem like a good person. We must catch him before the 5 major clans do. If we really anger those old bastards, how will we juniors be able to walk freely outside? Chiling, do you know what Yi Ling's goal is? If we can track his movements, it would be a great opportunity. At that time, things were urgent, and he only told us to meet in a small town, then he ran off. As for what he's doing now, I'm not sure. According to the strange nature of the demon art, Yi Ling might still be hiding his essence. This guy is too cunning. If only Chang'e Dao brother were here, he's so powerful, surely he'd have a way. Of course. You've been waiting for a long time, here comes Chow Chow. It's young Master Chang'e. Brother Gu is here, that's great. I've heard that there's already news about the heir of the demon art. Do you need my help? Brother Gu, what are your plans regarding punishing Yi Ling? Gu Chang'e pondered and said, as a successor of the immortal palace, I naturally cannot stand by. Since Brother Gu has come, I think this time the punishment conference should be led by him. What do you think? Brother Wang, that's not right. Everyone here is a hero among men, there should be someone more suitable than me. Brother Gu's cultivation is profound, and his righteousness is admirable. This choice couldn't be more appropriate. Exactly. Brother Gu is a true leader, a dragon among men, don't refuse, Brother Gu. Let me punish the heir of the demon art. This kind of madness is indeed my responsibility. Everyone trusts me so much, I'm truly flattered. But now that it's come to this, I will do my best to help everyone catch Yi Ling and restore peace to the cultivation world. Brother Gu's actions will surely make him bear the full hostility of the enemy. I, Yi, am ashamed. Truly, Chang'e Dao Brothers' timely rescue makes the great Xia even more majestic. Young Master Chang'e is indeed a righteous hero. The celestial Lady Ruanmi has been saved. Chang'e Dao Brothers' character is just as I saw before. Even if Ruanmi and Yi Ling are destroyed together, it won't tarnish him. He is indeed someone trustworthy. Actually, I don't have a clear guess about Yi Ling being pursued by the immortal ancient clan. Oh, Brother Yi, please speak. We all think that as the heir of the demon art, Yi Ling must have an ulterior motive. Well said. It was worth calling you Brother Yi. Yi Ling might be using the ancient tombs of the immortal ancient clan and the young geniuses who enter them to cultivate. On this road, Yi Ling has never truly been away from me for too long. Humph. Chilling Fairy, given how things have gone, are you still worried about protecting him? This might be his next plan, who knows? TSK, based on the nature of demonic powers, I deduced that his cultivation level might have already surpassed ours. Then let's proceed. We need to search for Yi Ling's whereabouts. Not a single ancient town should be overlooked. If we encounter that ancient celestial race, we should try to reason with them. After all, this matter must be explained to them one way or another. Let's proceed as Brother Chang'e suggests. No matter what, Yi Ling can no longer bear the title of heir to the demonic power. Even if you and I believe him, it won't help. I understand. Right now, Yi Ling is surrounded by the most suspicion. Maybe, I was wrong to trust him. But during this period, Brother Chang'e has indeed been quite busy. With the pressure from the ancient celestial beings coming at him, he still managed to snatch opportunities from many peers. With their abilities, how could they possibly hold on to these opportunities under the watchful eyes of the ancient celestial race, and even save their lives? What I'm doing is just to draw the attention of the ancient celestial race that's after the opportunities. Does Chilling Fairy really think the Chang family of Changsheng lacks these things? I misunderstood Brother Chang'e. He killed the dragon-taming genius and slaughtered my clan's innocent juniors. He is lawless. Indeed, he is lawless. But no matter what, we've made an agreement with the outside world and cannot take action. Use the true dragon token to summon all the geniuses and outstanding disciples to go after Gu Chang'e. I want him to understand that this continent isn't a place where he can do whatever he wants. At the Baihuang Mountains, what is the Empress and her subordinates doing? I'm afraid everyone has been deceived by Gu Chang'e now. This guy really plays the world like a toy in his hands. Now the celestial gate has been found, but I can't open it alone. Should I tell him about this? Somewhere, Yi Ling angrily smashed his fist into a pillar. Gu Chang'e deserves to die. It's bad enough that he framed me, but now he's brought so many people to hunt me down. It must have been Chilling who leaked my whereabouts. I should have expected those people from Gu Chang'e. Unfortunately, I trusted her so much in the past. Yenmi comforted him, don't say that, maybe there's some misunderstanding in this. At this time, you're still speaking for her. If it wasn't for your good luck, when we separated back then, you would have been dead by now. Back then, they saw that I couldn't move, so they went after you and Chilling. Speaking of which, I really should thank you too for leading them away. As men, we must take responsibility when the time comes. Just then, the seal was broken. So fast. Not bad, old turtle, it's just opening an entrance. There are still many formations left by the Celestial Lord from back then. Even a Saint Realm cultivator would die without a burial place here. You must be careful and choose the right path based on the clues. I know what I'm doing. Yunmi, this place is full of danger. Stay close to me, and I'll protect you. Yunmi immediately smiled and said, let's go. Of course, I will stay close to you. The two of them immediately jumped into the well. Only a feather fell to the ground. Gu Chang'e received the signal and immediately gathered his people. The message was sent out, the heir to the demonic power has appeared and is now heading east for 400,000 miles. Tell everyone to assemble as soon as possible and begin punishing the heir to the demonic power. A pair of quick footsteps ran across the roof, and one of Chiliang Fairy's subordinates shouted, "Miss Chiliang, there's news from young Master Chang'e. We've already found Yi Ling's whereabouts." Chiliang Fairy said, "Everyone rest for a moment, then we will head in the direction of Brother Chang'e." Kong Yang said, "Chiliang, if you see Yi Ling again, I hope you won't hold on to old feelings. After all, Chiliang lowered her head and said, "I will cut ties with him." Countless five-colored lights appeared in the sky, and the rainbow gathered in one direction. The members of the Black Sky Eagle clan curiously discussed, "What's going on recently? Those outsiders seem to be gathering in one place. Could it be that a celestial treasure has appeared?" Haiming's sister said, "Who cares about them? The ancient celestial dragon clan just issued an order, and all the young true dragons from each race must join the hunt for Gu Chang'e. That's the most important matter. With Longting dead, the young dragons from the various ancient races are without a leader. This is my chance," Haiming thought to himself. "Now both of my family's ancestors are cultivating part of the..." He looked at his sister and thought to himself, "Once my sister leaves, it will be my time to rise and take control of all the power." In the secret space, Yi Ling and Yunmi carefully advanced. Yunmi asked, "Is this another world?" Yi Ling said proudly, "Yes, this is the opportunity left to me by my master, the reincarnation ancient celestial lord." Yunmi was surprised and said, "Wait, the reincarnation ancient celestial lord, could it be the near-immortal reincarnation ancient celestial?" "Yes, the heir of the reincarnation ancient celestial, that is me, Yi Ling." He removed all his disguises and said proudly, "The rumors that I am the heir to the demonic power are all lies made up by those despicable people, all caused by Gu Chang'e." Yunmi was speechless, and Yi Ling continued angrily, "Sooner or later, I'll tear off his disguise and let the world see who the real villain is." Yi Ling continued walking and said, "I know you have a good relationship with him, but you must be careful. This person is malicious and extremely dangerous. But once I get the opportunity, I won't fear him." Yunmi coldly said, "You don't need to say this, I've always believed in you." Brother Turtle said, "Be careful ahead, it might be the last trial left by the Celestial Lord." The two of them arrived at a land of scorching lava, and Brother Turtle said, "There are fire-attributed beings in the lava, be very careful, a huge serpent may appear." Gu Chang'e picked up a purplish-red feather and said, "There's another world hidden here. It seems Yi Ling has already brought Yunmi inside. Follow my instructions." Since the outer disciples discovered this ancient tomb, more have been arriving, and it will certainly take some time. Gu Chang'e crushed the feather. "And this time is enough for me to kill Yi Ling and take his fruits. As for how to explain to others, with Duanmi as the witness, I'm not afraid I won't be able to fabricate a wonderful story." Gu Chang'e looked at the bottomless well, watching the two people fight with all their might just to barely pass the trial. "Damn it! Is the reincarnation ancient celestial lord trying to kill me? If I were even a little weaker, I would probably have died here already." Brother Turtle said, "What are you arguing about? If you don't even have this little strength, how can you be worthy of the inheritance left by the reincarnation ancient celestial lord?" Duanmi exclaimed, that is. Yi Ling looked in the direction Duanmi pointed and froze. It was another world. Brother Turtle said, "That is the reincarnation pool left by the reincarnation celestial lord, which can condense the body of reincarnation." The space was filled with many spiritual lotus flowers. Brother Turtle said, "The miraculous root of reincarnation is in the reincarnation pool, which can condense the essence of reincarnation, and even be used as a weapon to cleanse all things." Yi Ling laughed joyfully, "All the efforts weren't in vain, today destiny is on my side. Gu Chang'e, what do you have to fight with me? Duanmi, wait for me here. I'll be back soon." Duanmi asked, "We've come this far, why not let me go in and take a look?" Brother Turtle said, "She's acting strangely." Yi Ling asked, "Duanmi, what do you mean?" Duanmi said, "Are you unwilling?" You can't even share a little opportunity with me, you. She sneered, is it sincere? This left Yi Ling stunned. Do on me, what's wrong with you? Could it be that all of this was your scheme? It's her. Yi Ling said, how could this be? Chilling, Do on me said with a smile. Ha ha ha, of course, you wronged her. Fortunately, you favor me, otherwise, I really don't know how to shake her off. Duan Mi turned around and sneered. Yi Ling shouted angrily, Duan Mi. Why would you frame me just for this little opportunity? Yi Ling suddenly realized something and said, wait a minute, the grudge between me and Brother Bai Lai, even me coming to save you, was all part of your plan, wasn't it? Duan Mi smiled, if you weren't so suspicious, greedy, and lustful, how could I have had the chance to take advantage of the situation? Yi Ling said angrily, bitch. Do you think just saying this now will be useful? You're not my opponent. Duan Mi smiled, you overestimate yourself. Yi Ling began to make his move, dark red power covering his arm. If you want to die, then I'll help you. After saying this, his figure moved like lightning, rushing towards Duan Mi, shouting, go down and keep Brother Bai Lai company. Duan Mi smiled, I forgot to tell you, your opponent is not me. Just as Yi Ling realized, a golden giant hand appeared in his pupil. Brother Turtle said in panic, not good. Gu Chang'e appeared and slapped out. The enormous hand crushed Yi Ling. Yi Ling thought, who is it? The golden giant palm heavily slapped against the wall of the deep pit. Master. Gu Chang'e said with a ferocious expression, well done, Duan Mi. Yi Ling slowly walked out from the smoke and dust, whispering, it's you. As expected of the heir of the reincarnation celestial lord, you didn't die even after taking my slap. Yi Ling was heavily injured, his arm scorched on one side, his sleeve torn. He roared, Duan Mi. Gu Chang'e. You. Yi Ling angrily thought. The image of Duan Mi smiling appeared in his mind, and he thought, from the very beginning, he had schemed against everyone. Bai Lai was probably killed by him, and then framed on me. He clenched his fists, deep in thought. Then he had Duan Mi approach me, sowing discord between me and Chiliang, manipulating everyone at will. His methods are indeed terrifying. Brother Turtle said from the magic tool, now, with a single slap, he has severely injured you. It looks like things are looking grim today. Yi Ling said to Brother Turtle, old man, what should I do? Brother Turtle said, try to delay as much as possible, and pray for fate. Gu Chang'e should still have some trump cards, maybe the celestial lord will intervene. Yi Ling said, Gu Chang'e, what exactly is your goal? Why not just say it? Perhaps we can still cooperate. If you kill me, who will bear the name of demonic arts for you? Gu Chang'e thought, playing the delaying game before death with me. Don't worry about me. Even if you die, you're just a scapegoat. A prompt popped up on the system toolbar, killing the child of fate, Yi Ling, will grant 3,000 fortune points, 10,500 destiny points, and other rewards. Yi Ling's luck value displayed as 50-50. Yi Ling said, looks like there's nothing more to discuss. Gu Chang'e, you've gone too far. I'm going all out with you. A divine dragon and a fire phoenix appeared between Yi Ling's hands. Gu Chang'e calmly said, gone too far. A treasure was about to appear on Gu Chang'e's forehead. He said, Yi Ling, the strong survive, the weak die, it's just a matter of your strength, you can't bear your own ambition. Moreover, are you pretending to be pitiful? Then, countless beams of clear sword energy flew out, severing the dark power in the void. Yi Ling was stunned. Brother Turtle exclaimed, the power of rules. How could he do this at his level? A knee suddenly appeared before Yi Ling, and then it fiercely kicked him in the face. Gu Chang'e coldly laughed, can't I bully you? This kick sent Yi Ling flying again, crashing heavily into the wall. Yi Ling activated his magic tool and roared, we have no intersection, no grievances, no enmity, why are you treating me this way? Yi Ling's figure moved like lightning, charging toward Gu Chang'e at an astonishing speed. I've been crawling through the cultivation world for so long. The holder of the jade, the crime is yours. Don't you understand? In front of Gu Changa, a deadly weapon appeared. He continued, didn't you arrogantly say you would turn my fiancé into a slave? Have you forgotten so quickly? Then, Gu Changa tightly grasped the weapon in his hand. Brother Gue said, this aura is ominous, don't hesitate any longer, quickly use that thing, or you'll be dead today. Gu Changa slashed a crack at Yiling, and an explosion occurred instantly. In the spreading smoke, Gu Changa smiled and said, such a childish mindset, truly unworthy of being the child of destiny.